bring up the Will and Jada shit, but I'm gonna keep it short with that and move on, whatever.
Okay.
But
Word.
her real name is Jezebel. She's the devil. That's all I gotta say. And it's the point where women are gonna agree, but if you even speak on it, whatever, it's gonna be who hurt you and da 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 da. And you seem lonely and blah blah blah, whatever that, because you can't have an opinion. You're not allowed to have an opinion these days, and you must be a licensed therapist. So all of a sudden, to have an opinion now, when our grandparents from wherever back home, and I don't care for years, Lagos and me and Kingston and all that shit, whatever. You know, it was what grandmother said, and that was law. You don't need a therapist to find out what the fuck is wrong and what is right. You know what I mean? So
A time therapist is needed, but as a
thank you,
whole society,
thank you. She's not even just, well,
we,
she's a reptilian.
uh,
When me and Rob, yo, we grew up together. Like we grew like I ate his mom's cooking, he ate my mom's cooking, so like he knows me well. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. But yeah,
yeah,
but here's the thing though, right? So after all that, and woman want praise about how well that's what's wrong with niggas today because they would never stand up for their chick and blah 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 whatever. Like at the same time, they would never have a chick that did what she did. You know what I'm saying? But they would say that,
yeah.
they will never stand up for the chick and everything like that. But at the same time, is after all that shit or whatever, and he's getting praise from all this woman. What's the one woman that he didn't get praise from?
His own.
His own. You know what I'm saying?
She put a little bullshit ass healing thing.
Healing
Oh, I'm
thing or
gonna
whatever.
heal. But yo, why do females do that? Like why do some females they do some toxic like they be toxic in some of the shit that they be doing, and then they feel like saying I'm gonna heal from this, or we need to heal from this, and crystals and shit. Like that shit gonna make that shit better. Like no, this shit don't make it better. I don't. We're in an age now where like it was like before. It was a selected few. It was like a small society or small group of people who believe in the crystals and the healing energy and you know all that all that shit, right? Now that's spilled over into being popular, so now everybody's using it. But everyone's using it in a way where it's like it's a fucking excuse for their fucked up behavior. So people will use that. People will fuck you over and then turn around and be like, "Oh, I apologize. I'm gonna heal," and like saying we're gonna heal or I'm gonna heal from this is going to like it resolve the issue. It doesn't resolve the issue at the end of the day. What
Honestly, it
action is
did because
behind that healing?
honestly, it
Tell
did
me
because
the
that's what got
action
the nigga
behind the
slapped.
healing.
If the shit was resolved, that nigga would have been smacked like that. That shit wouldn't have happened if shit was resolved. You know what I mean? Furthermore, to your point, but it wouldn't even happen to begin with if shit was resolved, and it's still not resolved, and
It's never going to be resolved.
it's never going to be resolved.
Until he leaves.
But he won't.
Oh,
He won't, right? So let me ask you this: what the fuck is he holding on to? What is he holding on
she
to?
will. No. She's holding on to him because he's. I believe that she's holding on to him because he's still somewhat popping or whatever. But it's gonna. I think it's gonna come down to something similar to the Kanye Kim situation, where eventually she's just really gonna get sick of him, and she's gonna get caught up with some goofball, some goofy ass nigga, and we're all gonna be looking at her like, "Yo, you put this motherfucker through all that fucking damage, had this motherfucker crying on your red tables, tears hitting the fucking red table and shit. You know what I mean? For you to leave him
Yeah, but
and go get with motherfucking Lupe Fiasco or some shit like who knows who she'll get with. Like she'll
yeah,
get with some like
uh,
crazy goofy ass
another
nigga.
another young nigga. That's what do some shit. But
Yeah, like she'll get with somebody and had him scratching her head, and we'll be like, so you put that motherfucker through all that to get with. I'm like, all right, shorty,
yeah,
all right.
the
But
diff-
then you have females, you have a plenty of females and simp ass niggas that's gonna be like, yup, She's very empowering. She's very empowering. She left old boy to be with her true love, and they don't see how toxic she really is.
She
You know what I
is.
mean?
She
Like,
is.
I stay clear of females. Like, I have to stay away because I need my peace.
Yeah, of course.
I
Everybody
do.
needs a piece. You know what I'm saying? Like
I need my peace, please.
you gotta be a woman's piece too, you know what I'm saying? And we need them to be our piece, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason that never goes hand in hand. But the difference between Kim and Jada is that Kim always came from money. She never needed a nigga for anything. She always came from money. You know what I'm saying? Like she always went after some rich nigga, whatever that, but like, she never needed it or whatever. As for Jada, her career was acting. If she never married Will Smith, her shit, she was just known for doing ghetto hood movies. She never really did shit. You know what I'm saying? And then until Will Smith then set it off came, then her shit started elevating or whatever. But as for her and her career, she just did hood shit. She never really had nothing going on. She needed Will. Kim didn't need Kanye. Kim didn't need all them Reggie Bush or anybody like that, whatever. Maybe she needed a sex tape to get popular. And then also, Kim never said it was an open marriage, but Jada did. Will never said it was an open
Mhm.
marriage. You know what I mean? So it's like, and then you see it in the hurting that man. They want to deem Kanye crazy, and now that this nigga's acting out on defense on it, now they're saying that Will Smith is going crazy. But it's like, look at all the shit
He
that
is so crazy.
yeah, but look at all the shit they had to endure.
He's
That
so
whole,
crazy.
but because she's driving him crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because that whole, truth be told, that whole family's fucked up, and he keep trying to hold on this ideal image of the successful black family, but it's like your kid ain't got no talent no more and ain't doing shit or whatever. And you know what I mean? His daughter is, I don't know what she's trying to do with herself or whatever, but that's all her doing. You know what I'm saying? Like that. If it was up to him, they definitely would be invested in something right now. He's too smart of a man. He's a high intellectual man. You know what I'm saying? Except when it comes
Yeah.
to his wife. So
Nah, he is.
so what is after all that shit, whatever, it kind of like exposes shit. Like, what is the fuck is the benefit of like staying with somebody that does you wrong and shits you wrong? What's the benefit of being with somebody that you can't trust or doesn't trust you?
So the problem is, and I talked about this in our last live like a long time ago.
Someone said
The
that she's gonna get
problem
with Kodak.
is,
Go ahead, I'm listening.
huh?
Someone said she was gonna get with
You tell me.
Kodak, but I'm listening.
Oh shit! I swear to God, she would, or she'll get with fucking Young Gunner or some shit, yo,
Yeah.
some crazy shit. But the problem is that, and some of it's not to Will's, it's not to Will's fault because he didn't have a father figure and he never had a male figure that to or like looking over his home. And I haven't read his book but by what I heard about his book, he talked about how his mom had a boyfriend who used to like beat the shit out of her, and he took on this like, I would never let that happen, I would never do that, and you know what I mean. So he never had a positive male role model in the home to show him how to lead a home. So he's going into this
Mm.
just like most of us. About fucking 96% of us are going into this shit not knowing how to do this shit, and no one ever told us, and knowing we never had examples to pull from. But he is the example of what happens when you let your woman decide what, like, I'm not saying this in a chauvinistic way where it's like the man has to have controls everything, controls the money, control everything. But this is what happens when you let your woman run your life as a man, and she makes all of the decisions. I mean, so she's pulling the cords in the relationship, and you have no identity of your own, and you can't really. I mean, at the end of the day, she did emasculate that man on TV. Now, I mean, no one talked
I
about
mean,
that
she's
shit.
been since the Red Table, since before that. She's been.
She fucking emasculated
Yeah.
that man.
And
That
someone
would
said
have been
that
the end
that
all
his
be
pops was
all.
around.
That was me. That would have been it for me. What? You ain't talking to me, especially on TV. You're not talking to me. You're not talking. Yo, you're not. Yo, no. And I'm definitely not crying. I might be hurt. I may be hurt by what she said. Like, yo, I can't believe. Yo, that's fucked up. But at the end of the day, I'm not crying on no TV. I'm not crying on no live. You know what I mean? He got emasculated. And then this is the catch-22 that females constantly put themselves into. These wives. They want these wives, they want their husband to stick up to them. I mean, they want these husbands to stick up for them. But at the same time, they want to emasculate them. You know what I mean? You can't emasculate the man in front of the same audience that you want him to fucking defend you, defend you from. You
Yeah.
can't do that. You know what I mean? So you're gonna emasculate this man in the same public, and then turn around and tell him go out and go fucking go handle and go be a man and go defend my honor? No, because
So
when that shit happened, everyone looked at Will like, Will's not built like that. We know Will's not built like that. You know what I mean? Like, so and it's our image of him growing up. Like we've seen him grow up since he was like what 17, 18 years
yeah,
old.
16, 17, yeah.
16, 17. We've seen this dude grow up. We know he ain't built like that. But she tried to put this image out there like, oh, my husband is gonna get my back and nah, don't put your husband out there like that.
Well,
No damn well he ain't
she ain't
built
put
like
nothing
that.
out there. You know what I'm saying? She ain't speak on the matter yet. She didn't, you know what I'm saying, get into nothing or whatever. Like it's her friends are saying like, oh, like Tiffany Haddish said, you better suck his dick from the back after what he did for you. And I'm glad. I wish I had a nigga that stand up for me. And women were all for it, right? Except for her. She didn't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Didn't say nothing about it at all. And at the same time, it's like if you go out through the course of the history, whatever. First, it was the August Alsina shit. You took in your son's friend in the home or whatever because of his whatever disease he was going through, whatever. And then people say, well, it was an open marriage and blah 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 and all this bullshit. If it was open marriage is when shit is known and you don't gotta hide shit. I'm open. I'm in an open marriage. I could do what I want and there's nothing to hide and all that stuff, whatever. She hid the shit and then announced the shit on TV and then boom, that happened, right? 1 year later,
Mhm.
back to the red table. Then she's telling everybody that the nigga don't even satisfy her in bed. And it's like, why are you doing this to this man?
Yeah,
That's your
the
husband, right?
ultimate disrespect.
Even if that was the
The
case,
ultimate disrespect. What?
you disrespect. You know
What?
what I'm saying? Yo, listen,
Wow.
I've been in relationships, right?
Wow.
And I was with
Mhm.
them for who they were, right? And 9 times out of 10, the nigga, whoever your wife and all stuff, whatever, ain't because she give the best head or she got the best pussy in the world. You're not settling down with a chick because she got the best pussy in the world. It's because she a rider. She's this that, and other, whatever. So look at me being a fool, and I got my wife or whatever, and talking about, well, you know, she ain't never did it for me anyway. She ain't never made me nothing, blah, or whatever the case may be. Like that would be huge disrespect to her when she's here out here in representation of me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you're flipping the roles and all that stuff, whatever, why was that okay? And then they'll still stand by her after she did that shit. She violating.
They don't talk
She
about that. They
trifling.
don't. They
I'm
don't talk
telling you,
about
this chick
that.
is evil, dog. Like it's there's so much into it is evil, and the women that are yeah Jada and all that stuff, whatever like that, is because they want to somehow have something correlate or support the fuck shit that they do. Because women are the
Yeah.
new niggas. I'm telling you, the women are the new niggas, and tables have turned 10 times forward. I don't give a fuck. It's just
They're
reality.
the new niggas. They're the new niggas to weaker niggas. And I
Yeah,
always say that, and I
100%,
and
100%.
because a real nigga, and I say that, and I say real nigga in the term as, let me say a real man, is not gonna let nobody, man, woman, child, nobody sit there and fucking emasculate him, talk about this, talk this and that about him without him responding. Even if he doesn't respond in a physical like he doesn't have to respond in a way where he's gonna fight every time that someone says something to him because he understands that there's some things that you don't have to respond to. But at the same time, there's a way of checking people and there's a way of letting people know, like, yo, I heard what you said. and I'm not going for that. You know what I mean? I could talk shit like I've been in situations where for some reason like I'm in a group, I'm with a group of people drinking, you know what I mean, having a good time, whatever, and the girl gets too drunk or whatever, and she starts coming at me on some shit that I might have said on Facebook or some shit I might have said on the gram, and I'm this, I'm
That
that,
that
I'm
gets
getting no
that
bitches.
gets into some other shit I want to talk about later. But keep going.
Yeah. So so I have two choices. I can be like I can be that OD like fuck you bitch, you fucking whole ass bitch, or I can address it in a way where I can check it, which I'm getting better at now. Just checking you in a way where it's not really it's not violent. I don't have to check you with the violence. You know what I mean? So sometimes a guy has to respond, sometimes a guy doesn't have to respond. But when it comes down to his woman and she's doing some blatant disrespectful shit, like talking about his sex game in front of the world, talking about how whack he is, that's some shit that he may have to go a little bit harder than usual. Like I would have to put
So boom.
some extra sauce on that shit
So
when I
why are
check her.
you walking up on stage in front of the world, slapping a nigga over her when she going around and doing that to you? So
Exactly.
what is there? Why is that? It could only be that this nigga so distraught. He obviously loves her. He obviously loves her, despite everything that she keeps doing. But like once someone I'm talking about on a public platform, air out
This
that you
is
don't do nothing for her. And then and in return, it's like you trying to get her to turn her on or some shit or whatever, because there was the memes like, well, Tupac would have shot him or better that, you know what I mean, all that stuff, whatever. But you could tell one, a female wrote that shit, and then two, like that's what it is with the mentality of a lot of women today. It's like you as
so
a standard wholesome person ain't enough. They need to know that you are willing to do whatever for them and this, that, and the third. But at the same time, it's like all this praise because this nigga, yeah, I want a nigga that will go to jail over me. I want this. So what they do, they push these buttons and push them in a direction of that's not for their benefit. This nigga could be in real trouble now, right?
if Chris Rock wanted to press charges, he would have been locked up right. Well,
And
maybe
all
not
these
locked
women
up right
don't
now.
care.
He would have
They're just
he would
like,
have
well, he
had
stood up
charges.
for her, blah blah blah. They wish they had somebody like that was willing to do that and go to jail. But if the roles were reversed, it ain't happening. It's very few. It's very few,
Yeah. So I want
especially in
you.
Hollywood.
So
Especially in
yep.
Hollywood.
So the role is I want you to go out and and damn near get yourself killed and get yourself
She's a narcissist.
get yourself arrested for other people for disrespecting me, but I'm allowed to disrespect you however way I want to because we're in a relationship. That's not love.
No, it's not love at all.
That's not love.
No, 100%. That's not
No.
love. So let me ask you this,
We
right?
either going all
What
the
you're
way or
saying
we
that's not love. Let me ask you this, right? So why is it that 9 times out of 10, the majority is the good people in a relationship or the one that does love or whatever, they always end up with those that are evil as fuck. Whether it's male or female, roles are reversed or whatever the case may be. Don't gotta be about women, don't gotta be specifically about men. Whoever your consecutive other is, whatever. If you're the one with the heart and the caring and all that stuff, whatever, 9 times 10, you will end up with somebody and stick with somebody that hurts you. Despite, I mean, like that goes into a whole different thing. Actually, I'm gonna need to grab a drink. You know what I'm saying? But like that goes into a whole other shit of like it's always like think about it. Personally, you probably shitted on bitches that you didn't give a fuck about, right? At the same time, the
yeah,
one that you care for is the one that shits on you, and vice versa. And it happens to women just the same. And why does that
yeah.
always seem to be the case? I'm gonna let you rock. I'm gonna grab a drink.
So I'm a firm believer, right? And you can't nothing happens to you, like nothing happens to you that you don't allow. So if you allow yourself to be used and abused and be talked to crazy and deal with crazy people, if you allow that because you don't want to be lonely, because the choice is either to be lonely and not have somebody, or be in a relationship with some crazy ass person, you choose to be in a relationship with a crazy ass person because you don't want to be alone. That's a choice that you make at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Me personally,
I got my
I'd rather fucking be alone. Oh, there he goes.
I got my crown.
There he goes.
I got my fancy little
Got
cup.
his crown.
Everybody be drinking out my
Crown
cup.
ginger ale. That's my shit.
Yeah.
But so I'm a firm believer. Nothing happens to you without your approval. You know what I mean? Everything happens to you with your approval, whether you do it subconsciously or you do it consciously. You allow that shit to happen.
Yeah.
So I dealt like I talked to I talked to all kinds of women who they wanted to go one way where they thought I was gonna like bring them out to on dates and feed them and go out for drinks and do all this, all this shit. I'm not doing that. Me personally, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? So I made a choice that that's not what I want to do, and I let them know that's not what I want to do.
Why? Why?
They can go away.
Get real.
Now
Get into
I'm
it.
single. You know what I mean? So I'm single. You feel me?
Yep.
I made a choice to be single rather than just be like, okay, I guess I'll bring you to fucking Cheesecake Factory every week and chill with you and not know what your intentions are and go out for drinks and just so that I can say that
Cheesecake
I have
Factory don't mean
somebody.
shit. Bring it to Walmart.
That don't mean shit. Like, I'd rather be alone than to be in a situation that I don't want, that I don't like. Life is too short to be with somebody or to be dealing with somebody that you really that's really doing you no good. Life is way too short.
So what's
I'd rather
this?
be alone. I'd rather be miserable by my damn self than to be miserable with somebody else.
But could you be with
That
somebody
makes sense.
else and not be miserable?
Yeah, of course. But I'm just saying, as of now, like, because right now, what everyone goes for right now is, like I said, people would rather be miserable right now and just wait for the right person to come along, and so that they can leave the person that they're miserable with and get with the right person, rather than to be alone and wait for that person to come, than to wait for the right person to come along. You know what I mean? Because it's like the person, I have somebody here with me, right? I have somebody here with me, and I'm miserable with them, but at least I'm not alone. So I'll just hang on to the situation as long as I can, and I know that God or the universe or whoever, the healing gods or whatever, are gonna send me the right person. That's better than to be alone. That's what a lot of people think. A lot of people cannot just be alone. Just sit in their own crib, sit in their own thoughts, and just create that situation to like really have it happen.
Well,
They feel like they need somebody else to make it happen.
this other factors into it. You know what I'm saying? Like some people do enjoy being alone, right? And they say they're single and don't question me. I do like, and that's also another question. What exactly is being single? Because they question you, I could do whatever the fuck I want to do, or there's lines that you don't cross or whatever. But it's like there's people that can do that, but then their family members, their girlfriends, they're all getting knocked up and married, right? And little by little, the crew, the clique that you was one is being, year by year, one's going away, and they're getting married and living up in a house. And then, you know what I'm saying? We still at 148 eating chicken wings. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Mm-hmm. It's
they have,
because
you know what I'm saying? It's that outside pressure. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's that outside pressure and then social media, they're seeing all their friends and all these things are going on or whatever, right? And then A lot,
Four, three.
especially women, they see their girls and then they, you know what I mean, they go into, they catch up the bouquet of flowers, whatever, you know what I'm saying, and then little by little, then they're like, all right, so then they'll say, well, let me try going on a date with a nigga, blah, blah. And what they all do, especially when they're from Prague, right? They go out to Boston and try to get with a nigga out there, and then give him a chance that they will give no nigga out here in Prague, right? Every single
Mm-hmm.
chick, they've done it. They go out to Prague, they go out to Boston, and then if it does work out, they move to
Connecticut,
Orlando
yep.
and settle down. Every chick in Prague, they move to Orlando and settle down with with a nigga from Boston, time and time again, right? And then what when they usually finding out is that them Boston niggas ain't shit either. It doesn't matter necessarily the location. It's just that everybody
Boston
around here knows
motherfucker.
each other. The niggas ain't shit everywhere. You know
Boston
what I'm saying?
niggas up.
It's just,
Yeah.
but everybody knows each other around here. So for somehow, and then on top of that, they don't want to be known as a hoe or have too many bodies attached to them, whatever. So they rather be out of town with this shit, as if it really makes a difference.
It doesn't make a difference. We still like it's like the Cat Williams skit. Like, do you know we can see you? Like, bitch, we can see you. Bitch, like, we
Yeah,
can see you. We know. Like, I know people out in Connecticut. I know people out in Boston. I used to work out in the Boston area, so I know people out there too. It's not that Boston is big, but it's not big at the same time. I can run numbers on people with just one phone call, and I don't even be out in Boston anymore like that. I can't remember the last time I've been in Boston, but if I wanted to run numbers, yo, what's this chick like out there? Oh, have you seen this chick around in this spot? I could probably find out.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And so for if female if the girl don't have the money to go out to like Atlanta, to go out to Florida, to go out to like fucking Illinois, where niggas really don't know her like that, then yo, you got tabs on you. People can keep tabs on you, especially
So
with the social media.
so is that the
They can keep
only
tabs on you.
solution for niggas out here, or for everybody out here, is to just to get fuck out of Rhode Island?
Yo, I just came back from. I ain't gonna hold you. I just came back from Atlanta on
Yeah, how was
Sunday.
that shit?
Oh my god, nigga,
I've been out
I
there a
love
couple
Atlanta.
times.
I love Atlanta. I love the like that whole southern hospitality. Like that shit is real. Like
Yeah.
that shit. Excuse me. Hello. How you doing? It like I had I had three girls out there tell me that they like my smile. I'm like,
And that would never happen
I
in Prague.
that shit don't happen too often. They probably like they like my smile. I'm like, okay, thank you. Like I didn't think I had a smile like that, but
Out
all right.
there,
But and
whoa,
they let you know, and
I'm
they
a,
let you they
I'm a,
let you know what it is.
not to burst your bubble, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Out there, there's so many niggas swinging for the other team that it makes a woman really aggressive out there. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
there's not too many straight niggas out there. You know what I'm saying? So if
Hmm.
right off the back, the way you talk and the way you dress, they already know you're not from there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Right off a rip.
I'm from New
So
York.
is that it?
They're like,
In
oh,
their
you from New
mind,
York? No, I'm not from New York, sweetheart. I'm
no,
not from New
in
York.
their mind, there's
you
literally
got to be from New
Atlanta,
York.
the Carolinas, DC, New York. Like all of New England and everything is New York to them. So, but
Yeah.
anyway, they're aggressive with it because there's not too many dudes that are, you know what I mean, that's really into them like that out there because, you know what I mean, that's the capital for the other shit. And then at the same time, it's like, I don't know, it's just like people from Providence, like it's something different, it's something new. So again, it's like, is
Yeah.
that like the only key solution for women or men? It's like to get the fuck out of Rhode Island. And what is it about Rhode Island that makes it such a cesspool?
Because we're fucking small as shit and we're toxic as shit.
How did
It's
that come
like
about
going.
though? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's like going to Brooklyn Pool. It's like us going to Brooklyn Pool on the west side, and that was the only pool to fucking go to.
you brought it back.
Like we know what that pool is. That
Yeah.
pool was garbage. But yeah, that's all we fucking knew. So we fucking swam in fucking Buckling Pool
Yeah,
and got sick and almost fucking died.
but
But
it was
once we
fun though.
realized this shit was fun.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, you probably had some fun there. You know what I mean? Some days would be, you know what I mean, you
Mhm.
have a blast, but at the end of the day, it just wasn't good for us. You know what I mean? But then they opened up that other pool over there on the south side, and now we now realize like, oh, I can go to other places and still have the same type of fun. All right, let me go over there, or let me go to the north end, or let me go to Pawtucket or wherever. But that's our problem. Our problem is we're too content in this state, including myself. I'm not
Keeping
gonna
a buck,
front.
me too.
I'm very content.
Keeping a buck, me too. You know what I mean? But
I know this state is no good for me. I've been to LA. I've been to Vegas with my boys. I just came back from.
yeah,
I went to
but that's you
Florida. Went to
vacationing.
ATL. I'm like,
That's you vacationing and not you living there. So you don't know for sure. You know what I mean? Like because
yeah,
I got a lot of cousins, right? But none of them are out here. But when they come up from Florida, when they come up from Brooklyn, they are in fucking love. They love Providence, whatever, because the mixture of women out here, and then at the same time, to them, every single cousin that came to visit me, they ended up smashing something that night when we all went out together. You know what I'm saying? So they love coming out here or whatever, because at the same time, Providence is Providence. You know what I'm saying? So it's like every single time they came out here, they bagged something every time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have cousins that bagged a couple exes of mine. Like it just happened. I don't know, but that's Rhode Island for you. You know what I mean? So, but
it is, and it's like.
so so
And I love this. I love Providence. I love what I like. I went out to the ATL and I read. I had my PC jersey on. I had my sham. I had a Sham God jersey, the PC jersey, repping PC, hoping that they win the game. You know what I mean? When they win that last game, whatever. And so I love my city, but I'm thinking I just now at this age, at my age now, 37, I'm looking at the broader picture. Am I too big for my fishbowl right now? I mean, Providence, Rhode Island is the fishbowl. Am I too big for this fishbowl? Do I need to get into a bigger fishbowl or a bigger tank? That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure. These are the thoughts. Again, when you by yourself and you can have these thoughts, you know what I mean? You can think about these things and really hear the voices and hear the sounds in your head as you try to figure this shit out. And you don't have somebody in your ear yakking, and you have to do this. You have to go out with your girl to go do this and go do that. And you don't really have time to like really sit and figure out your own issues. This is where sometimes it's better to be alone to figure your shit out than it is to be with somebody
all
who
right,
is toxic.
kudos to that, right? But like, all right, so in that alone time of yours or whatever, you're single, right?
Hmm.
But a nigga got needs.
Of course.
So in the midst of you being single and all this stuff, whatever, if you're, smashing something, what are you obligated in that situation?
Not a goddamn thing. We just smash.
Thank you.
If a girl, if a girl, if a woman and I, you know what I mean, if a girl and I are just fucking,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not obligated to a goddamn thing. That's pretty much an open. That's the equivalent of almost having like an open relationship. Like we're just fucking at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like with an open, at least with an open marriage, it's more intimate. Even though you're out fucking with other people, you're still intimate with that person. You still get the other, intimacy of a marriage. You're just fucking with other people. When I'm just fucking with a girl,
Mm-hmm.
we're just I'm just fucking with you, and you're just fucking with me. What did DMX say? Bitch, you gave me.
Me, you
Bitch, I
blaze.
gave you. You gave me. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yep, blaze you, you blaze me.
You know what I mean? I blaze you, you blaze me.
Yep.
Know what I mean? So and that's where the guys fuck up because they act on like intimacy, like they feel because this is what happens. After a while, like when you're hitting the chick that you're messing with, you know what I mean, you guys are going on and on and on, going back and forth. And what ends up usually happening is someone ends up catching feelings, right?
Always.
And
Always.
right, yeah. So what somebody does is they try to put some type of condition on what you guys have, whether it's the man or the female. Because guys catch feelings too, and then
That's it.
they're putting on stipulations like, "Oh, I won't pay for your bill no more," or I'll stop coming around," and this and that. And females do the same thing where they withdraw sex, like, "Well, I'm not gonna fuck you," or I'm not gonna be chilling with you like that. I'm gonna find somebody else if you don't get in this relationship with me. Now, I mean, it's almost like blackballing. I mean, know what I mean, like you're boxing somebody in. So that's what ends up happening with that's what ends up happening eventually. So sometimes a lot of the time, if it's someone like the other person
See,
who's being blackballed or not blackballed, who's being trying to think of the word. They're being like manipulated to be in this relationship. They end up just doing it because they don't want to give up the pussy. They're like, yo, I don't want to lose my pussy, or I don't want, or the girl be like, well, I don't want to lose
what up,
his dick, or I
Francis?
don't want to lose this dude. I don't
Some
want to
family
lose
with
this
it.
dude paying my bill.
Well, I've
Yeah,
said
you know
masturbation.
what
Well, I've said masturbation, but
I
but
mean?
all right,
No, it's just
it is what it
manipulation.
is. Niggas
So
do what
then
they
what
gotta
ends up
do. You know what I
happening
mean?
is that person just ends up giving in, but
Mhm.
it's not under good terms. Like you can't just jump into something because somebody puts a
Stipulation.
some type of stipulation on it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? That's not, and that's where a lot of relationships end up turning into Jada. I bet you Jada and Will were
you
fucking
know
for
she
a
did.
minute.
You know she
You
did.
know what I mean?
You know
And
really.
then she was like, "Listen, we're gonna make this exclusive. I'm a big star. You're a big star. I seen what you see what's going on with Jay and Beyonce. Yo, everyone, yo, tell me I'm lying. Tell me that Jay and Beyonce did not put the pressure on these motherfuckers in the industry, because when Jay and Beyonce got together, oh my God, it was a motherfucking vap. Motherfuckers, everyone wanted to be Jay, wanted to
But he
be
got caught.
Jay and
He
Beyonce.
got caught. He got his ass being elevated by his sister.
But that just added on to the drama.
Mhm.
And then they were able to get back together, and now they're all like lovey dovey and all, now you feel me, together again. Beyonce and Jay. Beyonce and Jay put the motherfucking, yo, they set the bar way the fuck up here. And now all these celebrities, like they're almost like they almost like gravitating towards, like they want to gravitate towards that. Like they might have been fucking before, like two celebrities could have been fucking before, but then the girl be like, yo, I want what Beyonce has as far as with Jay, the way that Jay loves her. So I'm gonna put this stipulation on what I had with this guy, with the guy I'm fucking with, and then we could be the new Jay and Beyonce, and we can get together, and it doesn't work out,
Yeah.
and it doesn't work out. I think Kim and Kanye had that in their mind to be to
Oh, of
be the
course.
new Jay and Beyonce, and that shit didn't work out.
But at the same time, Beyonce wasn't known or famous because of a sex tape. Beyonce was making more money at Jay-Z at one point. Beyonce had her own shit going on. Jay-Z had his own shit, as opposed to Kim went from celebrity, 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 and Kanye wanted to be the nigga. And these niggas that we know and proud of, just like Kanye, they take the community hoe, and then knock her up and try to hold it down and hold her this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Yeah,
and then one actor, and then go crazy when you knew her natural state when you met her. You know what I'm saying? You knew it. I've been guilty of it. People know that I've been guilty of it. But at the same time, it's like, if you choose not to wise up, that's on you. You know what I mean? But it's like,
Right.
you know, and then at the same time, in comparison to all these Hollywood people and Providence, as small as the state is or whatever, we're kind of like celebrities out here. Like, we're in the same type of limelight as these celebrities, and it shouldn't be like that. But for some reason, we are. We're, like, you know me, I can't even hug a bitch. And, you know what I'm saying? At Rosendale or at JL's. I talked to a chick for 2 seconds. All of a sudden, I'm fucking this one and that one. And everything. And, like, you know, listen to all these people and their assumptions, whatever. You would have thought I would have had 13 baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? But
We
again,
talked about this before.
the Hollywood gossip chitty chatter it's the same shit that we deal with here. You know what I'm saying? And social media plays this huge part. And there's so much drama out here for everybody. And it's because you can't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? You can't even talk to. You go to one spot where, first of all, everybody knows everybody. If not, you're eventually going to, right? You talk to one person,
Mhm.
right? You talk to one person, you do your little thing, whatever, it ends up not working out. You are banned for life from talking to anybody else after that, because you talk to somebody else, all of a sudden you a hoe ass nigga, you got this, or a hoe ass chick, you got this stigma around you or whatever. You can't do so, and people in their feelings that has shit nothing to do with them. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that it's not just me. It happens to everybody out here, or whatever. And it's like, all right, the real situation is not everything works out. So you're supposed to not talk to or not deal, or you're supposed to fucking move out of Rhode Island before you can even talk to somebody again, and move to Atlanta like everybody else. Like that's the only way, and that's the only option. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I mean, it could be. I mean, I think it can also depend on the frequency. How many times? How many times in a month, or how many times in a you know in a 2-3 months have you been seen with?
yeah,
Have you been seen with different women? Know what I mean? Like, so if you
staying like on a
so
date or a conversation.
just in general, and we talked about this before. Me, you, and Brianna. We talked about this
Oh
with
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
said we said you have, because of who you are and how we know you, right? You are the L, promoter, Rosendale. Everyone knows L, right?
I'm not
So
the
yeah,
only promoter out here though.
in a certain way, in a certain light,
Mhm.
yeah, you kind of are like a celebrity,
I'm not no
because
celebrity.
everyone knows you.
Nah, don't do that. I'm not no celebrity for damn sure. I get what you're saying though, but I just disagree
But
with it.
everyone knows you. You
All
so
right, everybody
everyone so
knows me. Yeah,
everyone so, you know what I
everybody
mean?
knows me. But
Everyone Everyone knows you, and because you're the promoter, and promoters also, because of that title as a promoter,
yo, who the fuck said
and
Lamar Hefner?
other promoters mm, damage that name. Like other promoters fuck that whole title up sometime, when because promoters are known to be fucking with this girl and that girl and that girl and that girl,
Yeah, I'm gonna keep,
and it
you
fucks it
know
up.
this,
It
right?
fucks it up for
I'm gonna keep
people.
it a
It
buck with
fucks it
you.
up.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Huh?
You know this, right? Niggas that work at group homes and at the hot psych hospitals, whatever, or whatever, are way more hoes than what a promoter ever could be. You know what I'm saying? Like any of these
That could
nurses
be a fact.
in these
That could be
hospitals,
a fact.
they're going in. So you know what I'm saying? They're 10
Oh, that
times
could be a
above than
fact.
any promoter. And at the same time, right? I get that stigma. Nigga after nigga after nigga. Like, I get that stigma of, put it this way, people that don't even fucking know me, they add me on social media, and then I hear through the grapevine, oh, someone said you're a hoe. I never met this person in life. They don't know the one person I fuck. But for some reason, because off of what people read or off of what's on social media or whatever, people just believe whatever the fuck they see and just go with it, right? And
Hmm.
it happens to
Oh, hold on one
females.
second. Hold on 1 second. I gotta go. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't fucking know. But it's like, all you people out there, I'm tired. Ain't nobody got time to be a fucking hoe. That shit is a full-time sport, a whole career. You need practice, training, and all that shit to fucking get through that shit. That's my message to all y'all. I'm too old for that shit. But
I
um,
hate.
But it's like,
Damn, bro.
but people
My
get
friend's not even charging like that. Fuck. Hold on
people
one second. My
people get
phone may die on me.
out here. People get them stigmas. You know what I'm saying? You can't even. I can't even dance with nobody. Like I get women mad at me. Oh, I came to your spot. You can't fucking dance with me. Nope. You know what I'm saying? I can't even go to a place I'm not promoting that. I can't go to no regular club or nothing. I didn't. First of all, everybody's beefing with everybody over the same people. You know what I mean? Out here, like it's. I don't know what it is, but it's just
It's no different from it's no different from dudes just having like this macho-ness and like I got to protect my girl, so like I'm beefing with this dude because my girl don't because my girl don't like him, so I'm beefing, and it's just like, yo, what if your girl is the common denominator with all these other guys that she's trying to say that you need to go fight? If your girl is constantly getting you into some shit, then motherfucker needed to sit back and realize maybe my girl be starting shit. And I see it. I seen it at Rosendale where this girl was like bumping into dudes and she was in someone else's face. She was drunk. She was in someone else's face, and then she's in someone else's face talking shit, and the guy's behind her ready to fight, and it's just like, dude, if your
so.
girl is drunk, bro, like get her the fuck up out of here. She's about
Yeah.
to get your ass fucked up
But
by a whole bunch of niggas who don't even know each other, but they all have the common denominator of wanting to whoop your ass because of your girl.
yeah,
Your
but
girl is a
at the same time, niggas should like and the niggas are worse than niggas are the females too. They're bitch made when it comes to situations like that. Because all right, let me ask you this, right? Not how we grew up, right? But in whatever today's date, March whatever, in 2022, right? And so everybody that's watching, what exactly is bro code today in this state?
there is no bro code.
No.
I would say that I live by a bro code,
What is it?
and my partner, to do my day ones, you know what I mean, and they know who they are. My day one, my partners, my bros. I would say that they would say, yeah, they could say a lot of things about me, but they would never say that I had broken bro code or I haven't. You know what I mean?
What
Like
is bro code today? What is bro code to you? Matter of fact,
it's the honor shit.
the honor shit. All right. Oh, what happened? Well, he'll be back. Anybody want to fucking join in and talk shit? I don't give a fuck. Anybody can join in. I'm talking. But all facts. Yo, Jeppy, you on? I can add you. Let me know. Hold up. Let me. Damn, I'm trying to find fam. Two seconds, man. This shit takes forever. Man, my other brother, man.
It
Oh,
was
what
going
up?
to nice.
What's good with you, huh? Hold up.
It was good.
Oh, I'm waiting until Timmy charges his phone. Shit, I think you got three people at the same time. So damn, but like, fuck it, man. I'm bored at home and all that shit. Whatever I say, might as well get shit going. Talk about real nigga shit.
Yeah, I'm at work.
Oh shit, fuck it.
Group home life. Group home life.
Get that money. Get that money. But what you think about all the shit that we've been talking about getting into this shit? Because I don't know. I feel like
First of all, let's talk
I
about
feel like
that
niggas
hat.
don't
Let's talk
talk
about
like
that
how we
hat you
used
got.
to. When we were younger, we used to talk.
Hold up. First of all, let's talk about that hat you got on your head.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You already know that's forever gonna be my hat. Jeppy, shut up, because I know he wants to chime in too. It's all right, man. If they win every single game from here on out, they make the play in. I hope you know
Right.
that. And they just beat the Miami Heat and the Bulls. So don't come for me. All right. But anyway, but what you think about what the fuck you was talking about?
Yeah, man. Honestly, bro, man. Yo, Providence is a small. I'm just trying to get comfy. Providence is very small, man. I mean, right now I'm in the dating scene. It's been a minute. I don't really get this
Are
whole
you trying to
dating.
advertise the bitches while you on here?
See what?
I'm just fucking with you.
Yo, shit, man. I'm single. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I'm sorry.
Yo,
Now, but like like your boy Timmy was saying, man. Honestly, man, like any female that you go on a date with, or you're trying to get to know, you gotta ask questions, man. Oh, Lamar. Uh,
I can't stand y'all niggas, yo.
yo, what high school did you go to? What I'm saying. Like you gotta ask these questions because I think you posted it. Or somebody posted it the other day, man. You get a turn. You know what I'm saying? You get a turn out here. You know,
Facts.
so
Facts.
so it's really hard for you to maybe want to take a female serious, just because uh your man's might have had something to do with that, and you don't want to be walking out. You don't want to be out here in these streets with the chick. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a trophy, knowing that mad niggas done smash. You know what I'm saying? It's just not.
Because then you end
So
up looking like Will Smith. You know what I mean? And ain't no nigga out here trying to look like that nigga right now. He's not an
yeah,
idol trophy nigga. Nobody's trying to be Will Smith right now.
absolutely. But at the same time, man, I love Providence, as you can see. Got to represent. I love Providence, and there's still hope, man. There's still hope. Um, my thing is, I try to right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a certain age, so I try to date like maybe a couple years down my age. You know what I'm saying? That way, you have a way better chance of being with a chick or talking to a chick who may not be, you know, um, may not be out there like that. And but the single life has been treating me well, bro. It's been
What?
treating me well. The single life has been treating me well,
So
man.
so in 2022, right?
Yes.
As well as this, and you try both aspects of it. You know what I'm saying? So I could talk to you as my brother. I could ask you without crossing the line, whatever, right?
Cool. It's cool, man. I'm an open book.
All right. So you was just cheesing as fuck when you said that you were single right now, right?
Bruh.
So would you have that same smile saying that, well, you tied down, or better yet, would settling down be a goal for you in today's day?
Honestly, Lamar, that's a great question, man. Right now, I'm not in a hurry to get back into anything serious, but I am open for love. You know what I'm saying? I am open to because I mean, how long are we gonna do this for, Lamar? You know what I'm saying? How long are we gonna do this for?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I,
So
I
so
ain't
so
trying to be I ain't trying to be 6 years old talking about come to the club. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to
exactly,
be that nigga. You know what I mean? So
exactly. And not for nothing, I have two little girls. You know what I'm saying? And I have to set an example. But at the
boom.
same time, I'm not rushing into anything. A lot of these new age chicks, they want to date. You know what I'm saying? So
You
I'm
know my
thinking
son is out here telling people I'm a pimp.
you are. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, I wanted to choke this nigga, dog.
Only if you knew, man. Only if you knew. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these new age chicks, man, they want to date. And when you're dating, there's really no strings attached. So, y'all both can do your thing. And you know what I'm saying? Nobody's feelings gonna get hurt.
So
So so that's the pros I would say in today's dating game, which I don't really understand.
that's
But
real.
But as far as the cons, you know what I'm saying? I met a girl that, she's dating. We kicked it off, we're doing our thing, you know what I'm saying? But when you're dating a lot of these chicks, you know what I'm saying? In my experience, well, in one of my experiences, um, I feel like maybe she just wanted maybe she likes what she's, dealing with, but she's just looking for more. or maybe she's just, you know, keeping the options open. And I respect it, but it's like, yo, if we got, you know, if we got something good going on, you know, why not, you know, try to explore and, you know, maybe grow from this.
I mean, so so you're saying that she, you initially, not her, thought about like what could be more.
Exactly.
And
I was liking her a little bit.
yeah, and you know what? I'm hearing that more and more from my people, right? Like a lot of niggas out here, and I recently dealt with it myself. Like, yo, you really start dealing with a chick, you really start feeling her, and all that stuff, whatever. And on some nigga shit, she on some like, well, I just want to be exclusive, right? Some shit that you like, and you recognize it because nigga, this was you, and this ain't
Exactly.
the shit that you used to pull. And I'm like, oh,
Exactly.
this bitch got niggas. Like, and also like what, like I'm not used to. Maybe I'm naive, but I'm not used to a girl telling me, well, she just wants to keep it just that. She just want dick.
Bro, it's a new age chicks, bro.
It's a new age. I'm
It's a
not
new
used
age.
to it. I'm not
Yo,
used to,
back
but
in
I'm
the day,
hearing it more than ever right now.
bro. That's because, you know what I'm saying, they, you know, a lot of these chicks, you know what I'm saying, you know, they got niggas in their DMs. They have all these dating apps. You know, chicks these days, they got a lot of options, which, you know, and you know, more power to you. But it's like, you know, if you're gonna, you know, maybe because back in the day when I seen a chick that I liked, it you know, and she liked me, you know, we would just date each other, and you know, a lot of times, you know, you may end up being in a relationship or being in something serious. But now these chicks, man, they just, you know, they just want to date and keep their options open, which to me, you know, it's kind of like a pros and a con because, you know, you could miss out on something good because, you know, you feel like, you know, there's more out there. You know what I mean? Because you know, I'm as, you know, I'm a good catch. You know what I'm saying? I'll speak for myself. I'm a good catch. You know what I'm saying? So if you,
Nigga, you ain't never changed, you ain't never changed, bro. It's not fucking
so,
normal.
you know, but yeah, man, it's you know,
I'm a pour one for you, fam.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, this new age dating is different, man. But I'm having fun though. I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Having fun, man. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was obviously, you know, I said I'm dating. Um, I didn't think it was gonna happen this fast, but you know, I seen a nice
Nigga, you
girl,
sprung?
man.
You sprung?
Hold
You
up, hold
sprung?
up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up,
You,
hold up.
let me find out, man. I
No,
should have
no,
called you
no.
before I put you on live. Hold up.
Actually, hold up. Before I even, you know, before I even get, you know, get serious, I'm gonna ask if she knows you.
Damn, nigga, why are you doing this to me? Yo, I gotta do the same. Nigga, I grew up with you.
No,
Don't even try front like we ain't grew up
yo,
together and we ain't know. Come on, man.
yo, bro. I came to one of your joints, man. I think I told you this before, bro. I came to I think it was Rosendale, you know what I'm saying, and I met this shorty, and you know, we ended up kicking it, and I went, you know, went back to the place. You know, she had some friends over there, and one of her friends was was bad mouthing. I was like, hold up. I had to, you know, really ask questions like, yo, which Lamar you talking about? And she described you, whatever. I was like, yo, that's my nigga, man. Don't be, you know, you almost got to a fight with this girl, bro.
Yeah.
Her man was over there. Her man was over there, and you know what I'm saying. She was just out of pocket, and I mean, he knew that she was out of pocket, so nothing between me and him really, you know what I'm saying, really popped off. But you know what I'm saying. I had to represent for my boy, man.
Well, I'm used to it, bro. I'm used to it.
Always,
Bitches don't
you
even
always
know
got
me.
my
Got to
represent
feel
me,
some
man.
type of way or whatever. And I'm fucking used to it. You know what I'm saying? Like recently, man, on some birds, I had to cut off people that I fucking grew up with. I had to cut off because on some fucking with one chick, mind you. And I purposely posted this a couple of days ago about, yo, when's the last time anybody ever known me to be in a relationship? And people try to like, you mean, but niggas, you know me. When I went through some shit, I told you about my shit. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you know what I mean, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I could go on there and talking about like basically was dealing with one chick, whatever. She got on my nerves to cut her the fuck off. In the same circles or whatever, people were talking about it, whatever. They were like, well, oh, he's probably still fucking with one of his exes and blah, blah, blah. Was I fucking with them at the same time? No. Did I bother to waste my time and explain myself and get all that shit? No. Like, I don't give a fuck if you thought I was. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't. I know I was good enough, but at the same time, I was not with nobody. I don't give a fuck if three of my exes suck my dick and all that stuff, whatever. I'm single, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if I'm out here and I'm on some, like, this is telling people, like, yo, this is my chick, then I'm gonna be in my right pocket. At no time I'm be with telling people, like, yo, I got a girl, this is who I'm with. And then you find out that I'm with this, right, and other, like, not never. As much as people try to portray the idea about it, it never happened. Ever. And any, hey, all my exes, and whatever, and none of them will say that I cheated. They'll say that I was a grimy nigga, I pissed them off.
Could you get caught, nigga?
Bro, nah, not even. I'm more like the people that know me. I get quiet. I don't argue. I don't yell. I don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know me, so you know I'm not the type that I don't fight with people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. So if a chick is pissing me the fuck off, I'm not screaming and going to a crib and yelling and calling and all that shit, whatever like that. No, I'll cut the chick the fuck off in the quickness. When they came out saying with that sense of to cut the chick off, that shit was my ringtone, nigga, at the time. Because the shit was the anthem or whatever. Ain't nothing to cut off chick off or whatever. Like I'm just quick. I'm just quick till I don't even buy. Or even if I still like the chick, right? I'll just fizz and fade out. Like I won't even like. I'm not. And then I get told all the time, well, you didn't apply no pressure, bitch. Did you? Nah. You know what I'm saying? So and then they find out and hear about me and somebody else, and it's like, bitch, you was not concerned about me this whole time. But then all of a sudden, you find out that and you know what's crazy? I found out shit first. I just didn't say shit. But then you find out about me, or so, and then all of a sudden, oh wow, that's how niggas roll and all that stuff, whatever. And this shit gets tiring old now, especially at our age. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not trying to deal with the same shit that we deal back in our CCRI day. In our
Yeah, man.
CCRI day, niggas, we were
Oh my
legends.
goodness,
We were
bro.
legends, bro. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying? I ain't trying to go
bro,
back to no CCRI shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
bro.
and the whole stigma about nobody could, you know what I'm saying? Like the stigma, you got a stigma, I got a stigma, everybody got a stigma, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, it's the people who are bringing it up is people that don't know us. You know what I'm saying? And they don't know who we dealt with or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just crazy. I'm trying to get Timmy back in here, man. But oh wait. Why does it say that everybody's in here except for him though?
Mm.
Yeah, I think I need you know what we need in here? We need a female's perspective in here too.
Let's get it. Let's get a female. So, question. So while you setting that up, um, have you ever been in love? I know this is just way out of what we're talking about, but have you ever been in love and when?
You're gonna laugh at me.
I'm like, I'm laughing already. Go ahead, when?
You're gonna laugh at me. And you know who it is too, because
Mm.
yeah, that situation went to other fans. But so I don't want to get too much into it, but
Oh, hold up. This is about to get good. Really?
that was the only one.
Wow.
That was the only one, man.
Like
Everybody knew
honestly,
it. Everybody knew it.
listen,
I'm just being real. I'm not trying to
yo,
violate or whatever. I'm just saying that was the only one.
bro. Honestly, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I
Because you
mean,
know me.
they're still, no, yeah, that too, and not for nothing, they're still going strong, and I've never seen him, take a girl that serious. And I've had, obviously, that's fam. Me and her, we've had multiple conversations, and she's solid.
Yeah, I know.
So I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Um, since I asked you that question, um, and in the 39 years of my life, last summer was when I finally felt that feeling.
Oh, hold up. Hold up.
Bro, nah, I've never felt that feeling, bro. And I felt that feeling, and I had my heart broken, and that shit sucks.
It does.
I was like, damn, this is what I used to do to these
People,
chicks.
people act like men don't get their heart broken.
Bro, man, I did for the first time, man. Bro, man, that shit sucks, bro. I'm still low key trying to get over it, but I'm over it. But it was a very
Real shit. Real
um,
shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, and um, shit, man, it is what it is. I lost somebody, who's she was down, but last summer was I was being a thought boy, man, and
Yeah.
I messed up something.
So with that situation,
Mhm.
no, the people won't know this, but me and you know. Or with that, I 100% messed up. 100%
Mhm.
take responsibility in that or whatever. 100%.
Mhm.
But further to what me and Timmy was talking about, I was listening to the rumblings, and like you said, 100% solid. But I was listening to the rumblings about, the other, what I'm saying, Niger boys and all that stuff, whatever. And I was listening to that, and I was letting that shit get to my head. And at the same time, I was concerned about status and progress. Like, all right, well, how can I build? Because I was taking care of Shorty.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yep.
knew it, like, because
Yep.
for whatever reason, Shorty couldn't. So I was, you know what I'm saying?
That's real.
And then with all that, yeah, I definitely fucked up because at that point I was listening to everybody else. And I
Mm.
wasn't, you know what I'm saying, seeing for myself.
And it's crazy, bro, because it's true, man. Sometimes you don't realize what you got until it's gone, bro.
Yeah,
And
and
bro,
100%, 100%, 100%.
damn, I was sick, man. I was sick, and
I
so
didn't know
crazy,
what I
man.
had. I didn't know what I
Yeah,
had.
and so crazy, man. That's why I'm very intentional
Yeah.
about in my situation right now, because I vowed to never ever cheat on a girl who I'm dealing with.
But
You know what I'm
that's why I
saying,
need to stay single.
bro, son, and that's why I'm single right now.
Yeah.
Because I don't wanna go down that road again. You know what I'm saying, just because I know how I felt, and I don't want to put nobody through that situation again. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man.
So wait. You try to be slick and get away with shit. Hold up. So
What up?
somebody had you caught up now.
Well,
Nigga, you
yo,
sprung?
hold up. Listen, man. Listen, I'm not sprung, but yo, I met somebody nice. Um, and yo, I can't. I mean, she's solid. She's solid, man. She's
You,
solid.
you know a nigga like somebody when they talk about him get high pitched.
She's solid. She's
I need a chick that give me high pitch and shit when I talk about her. What the fuck? That's what I'm trying to get
your
like.
question.
What up?
Your question, right?
Hmm.
'Cause I think Lil Durk mentioned this.
Oh, I wanted
'Cause
to bring that
obviously,
up. I wanted to. Thank you.
bro,
Thank you.
what do you think?
Thank you.
Does if you're dealing with a chick, right, and you want to get serious with her, is it a make or break if she's been with like too many niggas? What's like? And I base it off your age. You know what I'm saying, if you're like your early 30s, and if you've been with X amount of dudes, you know what I'm saying, I I'll put things in perspective. But like with it, is if you say, if you meet a girl and you like her, and she tells you how many niggas she's fucked with, is that like a make or break for you? Or you have your past, I have my past, and we both just we're starting afresh.
I wrestle with this.
Mm.
I'm been keeping 100 buck with you. I wrestle with this because you hear it through social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
The past is the past. On talk shows, the past is the past. Let go, whatever, and all that stuff, right? But at the same time, history matters because you know what I'm saying. It wouldn't be so much of that history, and that shit don't just drop. You know what I'm saying? Like it can, but it doesn't just drop. It takes something groundbreaking to change a pattern. We have patterns, we have habits that we all grew up with and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? If you scratch your ass every time you get out of bed or whatever, since you was a kid, you're not just dropping that out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we have habits, we have
We're a
patterns.
creature of habit.
Exactly. So I wrestle with this topic and some deep, deep shit. I really wrestle with it because to answer your question even more. So after that situation, and I can say that to you, but other people don't know,
Yeah,
but you know,
yeah, yep.
there was one more that I would say was just about like definitely
Got
like
it.
yeah,
Yep.
only one more, right? Did me the grimiest. Did me the grimiest than any chick
Oh,
I've ever been with, whatever, right?
damn. Did you cry?
And I didn't find out till after the fact.
Did you cry?
Nah, 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 nah,
Yeah, right. Nigga.
nah. The first one, yeah. The first one, yeah. The
Mm,
second one, because I went through that with the first one, I'm not I'm numb, nigga. Like I just don't I give no fucks right now because I expect the worst out of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I just it's sad that I'm like that, but it's just who I am as a person. I don't even if you're doing nothing wrong, in my mind, you ain't shit because
but bro,
it prepares me for ain't shit type shit.
bro, 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 but that's not. I mean, I get where you're coming from, and you have all of the, you have good reasons to feel that way, but you can't, you know, sometimes for me, I mean, a lot of times, I'm a vulnerable person, and I go into relationships being vulnerable and just letting love just lead me. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, yo, man, um, you want to get that next person a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to get into a position where you meet a nice person, but you've been dealt wrong, and you're bringing that um that baggage to somebody else. It's not fair. You know what I'm saying? But at the
It's
same
not
time,
fair. You're 100% right, but it's not easy either. To
it's not easy. But you also
women do it,
you're
men do it.
you're right. You're doing that. You could possibly missing on something good.
I
You know
have,
what I mean?
I have, I have.
So so
People
so so
see.
so I,
I'm exposing a whole different side of me right now because people just automatically assume on social media I'm future and I'm the nigga behind the memes and all that
well, your
shit or
memes
whatever.
don't help. Your memes don't help.
You know what I'm saying? It's fucking memes, nigga. Like it's not the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But people really act like it's the Bible. But getting into some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to once. All right, women they handle shit better than men. They do.
Shout out to all the ladies that's watching right now, man.
They handle shit
Y'all
better than men.
y'all the real MVPs.
If a man is if a nigga don't give is doing what he's doing, a nigga cheating hurts a female, but it doesn't break her to its core, right?
Mm-hmm. Oof, you're going somewhere with this one, man.
The other way around, the way it affects men when a nigga
Oh,
finds out it's not the same. It will never be the same.
bro, bro. Listen, I mean, and you know what? I'm
I'm
not
some
gonna
real
lie,
shit.
bro.
It wouldn't. You can't compare it. It's different
You're
because the
right,
way how men are built is not how women are built.
correct. Because to me, right, especially if a woman cheats, man, the first thing that goes in my mind, damn, she sucked that nigga's dick.
You give me flashbacks to that night when I found out shit. You know what I mean? Like,
And to me, that's enough to be like, man, I can't even. But I know I'm not
and
gonna
you're
lie,
like, damn,
Lamar,
like, I can never kiss this bitch again.
bro. I can't. To
Never.
me, man, it's like I can't. And I've never been in that situation where like, yo, a girl has cheated on me. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna speak from my
You never
experience.
been
Or
cheated
maybe
on?
bro, maybe I don't know, but bro, man, I've never.
No, nah, man. We talked about this shit
I,
before. Hold up, you're
fam,
forgetting the
fam, fam,
situation.
fam. Listen, like, bro, man, yo, bro, maybe I didn't know, or
Man, you
maybe
remember when he
just
was drunk in level two? I'm going back.
go back.
We was drunk
Level
at level
two.
two, and you was ready to punch a nigga.
It might have, it was probably not a shorty who I was wifing, because I only been in like 5 or 6 serious relationships, bro.
All right, yeah.
So it must have been, I don't know, but
Shorty that
on some real
we
shit.
out when I went to see your mom's and we went out to New York.
Oh, bro, yo, you mean a white girl, bro, son, bro, man, nah, bro, nah. It was probably for
You
something
was
else for
ready to
sure, man.
punch a nigga that night, though.
Oh, you know what? Oh,
Now, nigga, you forget I know you.
It's coming to light.
Yeah.
Nah, I seen. You know what it was? I knew the nigga, and I seen him talking, and it just looked like, you know what I'm saying, niggas may just look like he was macking.
Bro,
And at the time,
you forget
yeah,
the situation.
bro, man, I know who you're talking about,
I'm
man.
not gonna get into it on here. We'll talk about it later. I'm not gonna get into that up here. But I know you don't give a fuck now, but I'm just saying, like, yeah.
At least I know who you're talking about. But
Mhm.
yo, that was the only time I ever, I stepped to a nigga because I knew homeboy, and I was like, yo, bro, like, what the fuck's, like, what's going on? But that was just
But Shorty
that
came to the
particular.
spot with the nigga. You know that, right?
She did.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I probably wasn't dealing with her at the time.
Oh. All right, but yeah.
Yo, but I do remember, vaguely.
I remember buying you
Talking to him.
shots that night. That's what I remember, buying you shots that night. But you see me fucked up too. You know what I'm saying? That's one reason why I could bring it up. But it's like,
Nah, it's cool. But man, maybe, what? Other than that, bro, man, honestly, fam, like, I've never, bro, man, it's like, seriously, man, I've like, maybe I didn't know, but I've never had a situation where I had to, like, I looked in the chicks. I don't even be looking at, looking at into girls' phones anyways. But man, I don't know, man. Your boy's back.
yeah, there
What's
it
up,
is.
Timi?
Oh shit. Oh, I didn't know we can go. All right, what's up? Oh, what's going on?
Nice to meet you, man. My name's Wahab.
What's going on, man? Timmy, man. Shout
Nick,
out to you
Nick.
and that group
You
home
tuned
life,
in.
man. I know that life.
Listen, Nick
You're
Easy is dead,
you're both
man.
Niger. You know that, right?
Not. Oh, for real, Timmy's Nigerian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That I
to the
West
bone.
Africa in the house. West Africa in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we already know it.
I'm saying,
Oh man.
Afro beats is taking over, man.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No, yo,
You know, Al makes his money.
They
Al
playing
makes his
reggae.
money on
They ain't
Thursday.
playing reggae no more. They ain't playing reggae no more. They playing Afro beats.
Dog.
Yo, we really beat
What are
out
two places
reggaeton.
the places that I hold
We
down?
dead. Yo, we dead ass beat out reggaeton.
For real, bro. We out here, man.
No, y'all had your shit in Puerto Rico this past weekend. The Afrobeats concert in
Oh
Puerto Rico.
yeah. I meant to go to that, man. It was probably fire though, man. They had a lot of
Oh, everybody know
great
that went. They're saying it's the best time they ever had in their entire life.
word.
Yeah,
Wow.
African or not,
Yeah.
they said it was the best time.
I was gonna go, man, but when I heard you gotta, you gotta get your COVID, you gotta get your jab. I was like, nah, I can't. I'm not.
Wait, you don't gotta get the jab to work at a group home?
Hell no.
Nah, not yet. Shit, I work for the state doing the same type of work, and they didn't make it mandatory yet.
What?
Not
I'm
yet.
so grateful, man. I've been lucky, man.
Huh?
Now
I'm so grateful. I've been lucky, man. The places that I've
now I'm
been
upset.
working at. I mean,
But
look at Kyrie, man. Kyrie stood,
he won.
stood by his guns.
Kyrie won straight up.
Stood by his guns.
Yeah, he dead. Yo,
I mean,
won.
nothing against anybody who took it, because people, you got to do what you got to do. I'm saying, but I was willing to fucking go to Miami, go to like Florida, go to a place where, like,
So back to we were talking about before though. So like kind of sprung. You know I'm gonna fuck with you.
You know that nigga?
You know I'm gonna fuck with you. You know I'm gonna fuck with you.
I put it this way, man. Just so you know, what it is. First and foremost, my status is still single.
Yeah.
For any ladies, any beautiful ladies now,
But
Shoot
you want
your
to call me
shot, homie.
you want to
Shoot
call
your
me a whole
shot.
ass nigga.
yo, but I'm single though.
Shoot your shot. Hey, man.
I'm single.
We all
But
single. We all
so
single.
listen. So and it's only been for a moment, right? But I met this. I've been dating. You know what I'm saying, and I met this girl. She
What about her? What is it about her?
yo,
Is it that little
she's
Dirk
black.
shit?
She's black. She's black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's black. She's young. When I say young, like she's in the her early 30s. She
That's
has a
like
career.
perfect for our
She has
age.
a career. She has her own house. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh, okay, came up.
And she ain't got no kids.
What?
Oh, shit. What?
Nigga, you
Yeah,
struck
and
gold. What?
listen, and listen.
What? Oh, shit.
Wait, wait, wait,
Oh,
wait.
Listen.
man.
She's into the same shit that I'm into. Like I'm a very spiritual guy. I be wearing crystals and shit because I know you was talking shit about crystals, Timmy. You be wearing crystals and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, I collect them. I collect them. Actually,
Toxic crystal ass people, man.
See this crystal that I'm wearing right here? This is actually a piece of the moon. I'm saying
Piece
to the moon. It's called a selenite, man. Look it up. Get familiar. But anyways,
All right.
I rock pieces to keep. I rock these crystals to keep my peace. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Word.
And I don't
Yeah,
need a
yeah,
kiss.
though.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
if you rock it and then still do toxic shit, the fucking there's no point in even doing that shit. Not saying you, but I mean,
Yeah.
there's people just use
Yo,
that shit
so
as an
so
excuse for their
you
behavior. Like, hell
you just
no.
lit a match. I hope you know that, right? Because people in the
Say
comments
that
asking
again.
about what's wrong with kids.
Say that
So
again.
you just lit a match
No,
Oh shit.
because you. Oh, what
But
happened?
it's just rare. 30, if 30 with no kids in Rhode Island is just so rare. We
So
just
let's be
like
clear. There's
that's a
nothing wrong with
goddamn
kids.
unicorn.
There's nothing wrong
Yo,
with
ladies,
kids.
ladies,
It's just
ladies,
rare
ladies.
There's
that you
nothing
see
wrong
that.
with it. Yeah,
Let me,
there's nothing wrong with having kids, but it's just rare. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with it.
Rob, you got kids. I got one kid. Timmy don't got a kid yet, right? But so the question approaches you guys differently. You know what I'm saying? Because like you got two kids, Timmy got no kids. But Timmy, does a chick with kids? It may not bother you, but you're
I
hoping
don't.
you hoping to
I
find
don't.
one without, or
I mean, if she doesn't have a
thank you,
kid,
Stacy.
cool.
Stacy got it. She said that there ain't nothing wrong with kids. She's just saying that it's unique to find one at that age.
Yeah, at that age, yeah,
Yeah.
it's that's why that's exactly what I was saying. Like, I'm not saying like like you can't go because of it, but you
See,
just
to
said
me,
something super rare.
I'm gonna tell you
So,
something that bothers me personally, and women will be so upset with me, right? I work with kids. We all worked in the same profession. Timmy,
yeah,
Wab worked at St. Mary's. You know what I'm saying? Like we all worked in the same profession, whatever. We always worked with kids or whatever kids. But I don't know. I'm a big kid myself. I love kids, actually. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? But for me personally, it's more about baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? Like if a chick got kids, it's
that's
one
a
thing.
big part of it.
It's a big part. But
Yes,
if she got two
that's a
baby
big part of
daddies,
it.
I'm not trying to be baby daddy number 3. That's just me personally. You know what I'm
facts.
saying? That's just me personally. I'm not trying to be baby daddy number 3. You know what I'm saying? I got a kid
Bullshit.
myself. You know what I'm saying? My ideal picture is not. I mean, what my ideal picture is that if she got a kid and I got a kid, and then we have a kid together, and I cut off the
That's
world
fine.
and all stuff, then to me that's cool. But if she got 2 baby daddies and like 3 kids, and I get approached by women by like, you know what I mean, with like 4 or 5 baby daddies sometimes, and I'm like, nah, you know what I mean, you want to suck dick and be out, but I ain't putting shit in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't keep in the buck because you're fertile as fuck, bitch. No, I'm not trying to do that. Like, I'm not trying to do that shit,
You
dog.
say you gotta.
I'm good with that shit.
I ain't going to the factory to be. Yeah, nah, that's baby
Actually,
making factory. Nah,
yo, Timmy, do you want any kids?
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just at the I was at the Georgia Aquarium, right? Over the weekend, Sunday, I was over there. And I was in the aquarium, and I'm seeing all these little kids and all these families, and I was like, yo, this is the life right here. To take your kid to the Georgia Aquarium and like seeing how excited they all these kids were, and I'm just like, yo, I sat back like, yo, I miss my nephew and my nieces. Like that's the closest that I have to having my own kids is my nephew and my nieces. I mean, and I'll have like other little like I have like my goddaughters or I'll have like kids who I work with, whatever, like mentor or whatever. But there's nothing like your own. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So yeah, I felt that shit over the weekend,
I'm not
man.
gonna lie, man. I'm having baby fever, yo.
Nigga,
Huh?
what?
I want another kid, man.
So you're sprung. It's
Yo,
official. You're
bro,
sprung.
man.
No,
Bro,
nigga,
listen,
fuck you.
bro.
You're
Bro,
sprung.
The way
bro.
he been
I'm just saying
talking,
in
no
general.
bullshit. The
You're
way he
sprung.
been talking, man.
Yo,
The
you see?
way he been,
No, first,
I don't know you man like that. I don't know you man like that, but the
Bro,
way
I
this
you,
want,
nigga, I was
you
like,
know, I'm a
yo, this is
family
he
man.
got
which,
one. He got a
which
good
shorty
one
that
though.
you're talking about?
See what?
Which shorty that you're talking about?
No, I'm just saying in general, bro,
Answer the
man.
question, nigga.
Oh
Bro,
shit.
bro. Listen,
Oh shit.
listen, man. Listen. I'm just saying I'm just saying in general. I want another kid.
I'm listening, but I'm also listening.
He heard the silent the silent
Yeah,
comment.
that pause right there.
No, that's it.
The
I'm
silent
just saying,
comment.
Oh shit, my nigga. Yeah,
bro, man. I'm still single, man. My status is still single, bro.
that's your natural reflex of
Seriously,
defense
man.
right there. That's what.
Some
But
motherfucker,
hey,
yo, yeah,
nigga, listen. Like I love y'all niggas, you man. Real talk, you know what I'm saying? Like I could talk real shit with y'all more than I could talk to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's always been like
sure,
that
for
between
sure,
us. It's always been like that between us.
I
But
feel
like,
you, man. You know what it is, man.
yeah,
You know it.
but
for sure, for sure. Hey, yo, L, the person y'all two were talking about that he knows that the girl that you the one girl that you love is the same one I'm thinking of.
nah, not even.
Not that
Nah,
one. Okay,
nah, not
all
even.
right.
Because he knows. I'll tell you about this situation later. But that I mean, this is way back. This is way back, and
Okay,
that situation ended up being another
that
situation
y'all
to him. But
because that one goes way back too. So I thought it was that one.
honestly,
That
that goes way back. That is what you're talking about, but that always been on and off before and after,
okay.
before and after this situation. Yeah, but it was never like
Gotcha.
with that situation. Obviously, there's love there, but it's more like will always be good. Like as much as that chick try to hate me, she can't. You know what I mean? So it's just it's just it's a mutual respect and friendship with that situation. But with his situation, like I'm a yo, she was pregnant by me though.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah,
And
that one hurts. Yeah,
yeah,
when you have the one
I'm
baby by
I'm
that
like
it didn't
opening up
go
on
through.
some real shit. I'm opening up on some real shit. She was pregnant by me though, and we're about. I didn't know about my situation with my son at the time, and there was a whole lot of, I mean, drama and all the mix, and I didn't whatever. So she did what she did or whatever, and and at the same time, I was skeptical because I was hearing rumblings about a nigga Jew at the same time.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So like I was fucked up in the head, you know what I mean, on some real shit because everybody knew that I was really or whatever. And people always on some like, oh, who hurt you and you seem bitter and blah blah blah. Like, the chick didn't hurt me, yo. I was sprung with her. The chick did not hurt me at all. I was fucked up myself because I fucked it up. Because I let go because I was listening to everybody else. You get what I'm saying?
And now, oh man, that's where it hurts the most, man. That's what I did last summer. I fucked up. You know what I'm saying, and but, you know, like I said, you know, got into was just a very humbling moment. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, um, yeah, man. So I get it, man.
Yeah, no, I did. The one it's the one that you almost had a kid by that always sticks with you to the end. Like I
Yeah.
had I could have I could have had I could have had a 16-year-old right now, and I could have probably had 11-year-old, maybe 10, 11.
You talking about
So
from Ultra Days?
one I was messing with around the Ultra days. I was messing with a few during the Ultra days. I was
Nigga,
wild
we all
child.
is. That's what I'm saying. But
Wild child. That could be anybody.
Remember Bar One?
who?
Huh?
Bar One?
Bob
Don't do
one
that.
was
Don't do that. Don't do that. Nigga, that
oh
Bow One
shit.
created us.
Bob one. He put
Bow
all
One
kinds of
created
skeletons
us,
out the
man.
closet. What?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yo,
Bob, yo.
so
But yeah, those are one. And it hurts when I be going through my Facebook, and the one that I fucked up on, like I know, just like L was saying, like he fucked up on his situation, that could have been it. Like the one that I fucked up on, scrolling through Facebook and then seeing that she's pregnant now by another dude, you're like, damn.
so
Like,
what? So all right. So all us. Listen, women fuck up. Niggas fuck up, right? So I'm gonna ask you, and I don't want you like because people are, I mean, on some real shit, right?
mm,
Let's say a shorty like that, like the one that I fucked up on, the one that you fucked up on, and the one you fucked up on, but you feel like that was the one, right? Or whatever. Let's say she, the chick got you so sprung that you really thinking about like buying a ring for the chick. Let's say you went through it and you got married to a chick, right? Then you found out before the marriage that she was fucking off with somebody else. Is there ever a point where women could cheat? Because they do, like men. But
they cheat better than men. They
of
don't.
course,
Men cheat more. Men cheat more. Women just cheat better. That's all it is.
are you dropping everything after that? Niggas don't talk
Some
about shit like that. So I'm being real. I'm just asking. A chick that did you wrong, but you love her. Everybody's gonna clown you for sticking with her. What are you doing?
Is it during the process?
Dina, I met you at bar one. Don't play. No, did I meet you? Did I meet Dina at bar one? I don't know.
Yo,
shit.
I'm taking it.
yo, fellas,
Answer the question.
fellas. She's actually calling me right now, man. So I'm gonna have to holler at you,
Oh,
yo.
Oh shit!
oh shit. She's like, you put my business out there, nigga.
Night loving.
You in
Yo,
Some
trouble.
night loving.
I love
No,
you guys,
answer the
man.
question before you go. Fuck out of here. Answer the question, then go.
So honestly, bro, man, for me,
Jeppy, that's real shit.
I'm dropping everything, bro. I'm dropping everything because if you could do that then, you could do that again.
Facts.
Definitely do that shit again.
And that's a big it's a big you know it's a lot of mistrust. Cause for me, man, like if I was to ever to get married, um I really believe in to death do us part, for better or for worse, man. Because you could always grow in love, especially with somebody if you know if you guys still have that core values with each other. So yeah, man, I take that shit serious.
One of my exes is in the chat right now. Talking shit. But go ahead.
Like, why you gotta keep saying?
Ada,
Why you gotta be
Ada,
proud
see
like
what's
that?
up. Ada, see what's up.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, go ahead. What was you saying?
But yeah, man, listen, it was real. These are real topics, real conversations. I love you guys. Timmy, nice to
Oh
meet you.
man,
I'm saying,
nice meeting my man. I sent you an ad.
El Boogie, man, you already know what it is, man. You take it easy, man.
All right, fam.
And you know,
For
to
sure.
the words of
If you need an excuse or some shit, there's too much evidence now. You're in trouble.
Oh yeah, old girl was probably
The way
watching this
this,
shit, and she was like, "Oh yeah."
Nah, she ain't watching, man. She don't know you. She ain't watching, man.
why is she calling like that right now? Oh,
Mm.
Like, she's calling, but she's checking upon me, man. But yeah, man.
He's smiling. Yo, the way he cheated.
she,
Yo, you got all right, dog.
yo, that's crazy.
All right, man. The way he cheating, you
But
already
you see
know,
how you worded the
man.
question though? You see how you
Huh?
worded the question?
Well,
What
I
I asked,
mean,
if you were in
no.
that
He said no.
situation.
He
Oh yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much
yeah,
said no.
he did. My bad, my bad,
Yeah,
my bad.
no. He said in a certain amount of words, like, hey, to me, I don't care if we were married for 12 years. You fucking cheat on me, especially because I didn't cheat on you. But if you cheat on me, yo, it's just dead.
Hold on,
That's your OV.
you know
Fuck
what?
out of here.
I got friends in here.
I'm quick. I'm quick. I'm quick with it. Just like you said, I'm quick to cut somebody off. You know what I mean? So nah, I'm not dealing with that because that's like the ultimate disrespect. If I step out on you
You never
and
cheated too?
then I never, not once. I can honestly say every female,
Mhm.
every girl that I ever dealt with, if I was actually in a relationship with her, she'll say that I never cheated. I did. I was
I
fucked up shit,
I
but I never cheated.
I technically could say I never cheated. Technically,
But
I could say I never cheated.
nigga, you putting technicalities on this shit.
I technically
Technically,
I technically could say
technically,
I
nah,
never
nigga. What you mean?
I've
Explain.
I've told bitches, fuck you, bitch, I'm done, blah blah blah, and did me. But I never like on some sneaky shit, like fucking with this one and fucking with that one at the same time while in a relationship. Nah. If I was single, fuck out of here. Just whatever. But
Yeah,
in a
nah, it
relationship,
is what it is.
yeah, but in a relationship, nah, no, not never. Never, never,
Nah, I
never,
never.
never.
I never because I live by the. I'm gonna like I don't want to do anything to you that I wouldn't accept myself. So I know me that if I feel any type of distrust from someone, if I don't trust somebody or I feel like you're doing me dirty, like you like she's cheating on me or whatever, yeah, I'm just gonna cut you off. You know what I mean? I know that, so I wouldn't want to do that to her because of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So yeah,
But that's why I'll be. To me personally, I don't see how anybody would take somebody back if they cheat, because before you cheated, there was a lot of options before you decided to cheat. You know what I mean? You
mhm.
like you answered this person's phone call, this other person's phone call, engaged with them, talking to them sexually, whatever, jumped in a car, or you gave your address to where you was at, and you planned this whole big thing to try to get away with getting your sexual desires met by somebody else, when you could have just used that same energy to talk it over with with your partner and try to figure out why you had those feelings to cheat. But
So
then there's also that situation of like, yo, I was drunk. For the people who really were drunk, not that bullshit. I had one fucking Moscato drink and I was off my ass and that's why I cheated. Not that fake. I was drunk cheated,
hold up.
but I understand that when
If all
people
you had
get
was
drunk, things
Moscato and
happen.
you're cheating, you a hoe. Moscato don't do that shit. Like shit, yo. If it only takes is Moscato, you a hoe. I don't give a fuck. That shit better be
Yo,
some. It can't even be Henny, nigga. That gotta be some Douce or some Remy or some shit. If all it takes some Moscato to get you to fucking other nigga, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
yo,
100%.
you know what
100%.
I'm dying to do?
What up?
Because I know, like I know me and I know what I just told you, right?
Yeah.
I'm a man of morals. I'm a man of principles. I don't do to you what you
Someone
don't
said
do to
White
me.
Claw.
Except like the white people, yeah. If it's a white girl, she cheat
Yeah.
on you, yeah. That's what it is.
Yo, I have
But
some
I
White Claw
want to
that's been in
find
my
out.
fridge for over 2 years. Just a case. Just you know what they say, break glass in
If
case
she
of
reach for it,
emergency.
you already know
Just in case a white chick just
she gotta go. Yeah, no, if she reach for that shit, she gotta go. She
facts.
gotta go.
Facts.
Get out of here. But anyway, what I want to do,
What up?
I want to get in a relationship, right? And I want to go out and get fucked up off of Douce or Henny. And I want to know what the
See,
fuck I would do because I want to test my own theory out. I want to say in my mind, if I'm this way sober, I should be this way pissy drunk. You know what I mean? But Douce, because for me personally, Douce and Henny turn me into a different type of animal. I'm a different type of man off the Henny and the Douce.
you trying to fuck?
I stay clear. I stay clear of the dark liquor. Period. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But I want to test that theory. I want it to be like, yo, if I'm in a relationship, can I? Like, what would happen if I was out in, like, let's say Miami, or I was out in Atlanta? I mean, I had my girl back at home.
Yo, when you want
Me
to
and
go to
the
Atlanta
fellas
again?
head out. Me and the fellas head out, and we drinking Douce.
Yo, you trying to go to Atlanta in
Where
May?
huh?
You trying to go to Atlanta in May?
What happened?
You trying to go to Atlanta like Memorial Day or some shit?
Shit, if I got the time, hell yeah.
Yeah, I was
I'm
thinking
down.
about it.
I'm definitely down. But I want to know, like, I don't know. I may be able to stay faithful. Who knows? But yeah,
So,
because Douce will do some things, man. Hennessy will have you acting unusual.
all right. So let me ask you this, right? As hip as we are, and you know, we see Jamaicans. They say pre. We watch. You know what I mean? We observe how women are today and stuff like that. So like, what would it take to get you to cuff a chick now?
Loyalty. I trust. Like if I'm hanging out, like if I'm hanging out with a girl, and when I think about, like, see how your man, like, just talking about her,
Yeah.
he smiled. He was cheesing. Your
Easy.
man,
Yes, he
your
was.
man cheesing. Your man was cheesing. I haven't had that. I don't think I don't think I had that in a minute. I haven't had that in such a long time where just when she comes to mind, I'm just cheesing or just even just smile. But
Mm.
if she could do that to me, if she could do that to me, I know it's something more than the other women that I had in my life. That's how I know. Your man, I'm not gonna say he's sprung. I don't know your man like that, but by just what I know from human interact, from like human, behaviors, I think your man's gonna be in a relationship by the end of the summer.
Oh, facts. He's gonna wait till the winter.
If
I'm
it
not
goes well, hopefully that goes well. Whatever
gonna.
his situation is, I hope that goes well for him,
Nah,
and I hope it goes
we
in
don't
that
do we don't
direction.
we don't cuff in the summer, man. There's rules to this shit. He's gonna wait till the winter. He's gonna wait till the winter. If I know that nigga, I grew up with that nigga.
Hold up. Yo, why I tell my homegirl this why I tell my
Yo,
homegirl this not
soon
that
as,
long ago? I was like,
nigga,
she was like, oh, you gotta find somebody. I'm like, yo,
soon as it gets warm, I'm
I got the
acting a
summer
fool.
off.
I'm
Yeah, no, we
even in
got
my
the
old
summer off.
age. I don't know. I'm acting as soon as it gets warm. Jeppy laughing, yo. As soon as it gets warm,
Oh
I'm
man.
acting a fool. But listen, right? All right. So better yet, let me ask a better question because I'm trying to see where I could go with this. Right? You fucking with a chick,
Mm-hmm.
but you single. You find out shorty smashed another dude. You cutting her off?
We're just fucking.
You was fuck. No, here's the thing. You're single. You're fucking a chick, but you like the chick, but you was just fucking. But you find out she smashed another dude, but you don't want her clocking you for doing you. Are you cutting her off?
See, that's where niggas fuck up because niggas don't know. Niggas don't
That's
want
why
to play the
I'm
game.
asking. That's what I'm asking.
Niggas don't know. Niggas don't want to play the game. I can't do nothing about that. I'm not gonna get mad. I swear to God, I'm not gonna get mad because
Are you
I
cutting her
know
off?
these are the rules of the game. You know what I mean? These are the rules that I engage in, and I'm not going to fucking try to twist it or try to bend the rules in my favor just because I'm catching feelings. If if I do start to feel some type of way, I'll try to make it exclusive. And then if it doesn't go that way, then it is what it is. But
Are you cutting her off?
I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna clock her if we're not in a relationship.
Are you cutting her
Nah.
off?
Because am I cutting her? No.
To me, like
No.
the reason why
Because
I do this with you, and I call my friend Rob and also with that because we're not typical niggas. We
not
think
at all.
more than we don't just follow a trend or whatever like that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We're known for,
We set the trends.
as
You know
long
what I
as
mean? We
I've
don't
known
follow the trend.
you,
We
as
set
long
the
as we
trend.
express we explore our minds. We don't try to just do what people say. We push each other to think further than what we normally are comfortable with. Because
That's a fact.
comfort leaves you stagnant. So we push each other to with parameters. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I call brothers around and all stuff for that when I do certain shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, all right, so it's part of the game. That's reality.
Part of the game.
Older us would know that, right? But at the same time, and then again, me, I ain't mad at her,
Yeah.
but I'm not seeing anything else with her. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like I ain't mad at her for doing her.
But why? Why? If you guys are both engaged and you guys agree to just be fucking with each other, you see, and this is where chicks be this is where chicks be saying like, oh, like this nigga switched up on me. You know what I mean? Because you
Mhm.
guys agree to it, and she says, cool. Now, naturally, she's gonna get more niggas than you are gonna get bitches.
Always,
Like even
always.
if you look like fucking The Rock or you look like motherfucking Trey Songz,
Best pusher.
that the
The,
most average
the,
girl who's
the
a
bitch,
6 or a
in orbit,
7,
or whatever. It don't matter. You could be
yeah, she will get more she will get more niggas. That's
because
just how it is.
niggas
And
don't give
that's
a
and
fuck about how a bitch look. If she's willing to suck a
yeah,
fuck how you like, the nigga is with it.
there's always a thirsty ass nigga. Always a thirsty. There's more thirsty ass niggas than there are thirsty ass
Like,
women who just want to
so
settle. That's just a fact.
so us niggas knowing this, right?
So
So
yeah,
us niggas knowing this, and a chick tell you only person I'm talking to is you, or the only person I got my eyes on you, whatever. You ain't really hearing that shit because we know ain't no bitch saying no to the 300 niggas that's in their inbox every day. Maybe to 200 of them,
I
but
disagree.
they're not saying no to all 300. They're not, nigga. Because if I was able to slide in DMs and be able to beat, I'm not God. Another nigga's gonna be able to do the same shit.
You'll be able to be, but so this is what women do. Women will prioritize, like they would prioritize the guys that they want to mess with first. So they should have like a starting, maybe should have a starting 3 or a starting 5, right?
Uh-huh.
But she's always gonna have the one that even if like she may be fucking with you, me, your boy Wild, and
So what a
somebody
chop.
else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She may be fucking with them, but out of the 4 of us, there's one that if she's chilling with you, that guy calls, she's gonna drop everything. She's gonna drop what chilling with you to go chill with him. You could be in a car with her and she'll look at her phone at 12 o'clock in the morning and she sees it's the guy, her number one. She'll be like, oh, my baby needs me. Yo, should
But here's
dip
this.
on your ass because that's the one.
Here's this, right?
That's the one.
So here's this. So Shorty did her, but y'all was single and nothing or whatever, right? Way after the fact, she telling you that she want to be exclusive with you. But
She cheats.
hmm?
You
That's,
said that she cheats?
no, she did her while y'all was single
Yeah.
with another nigga.
Yeah.
But after the fact, she comes at you with a whole bunch of feelings and saying that she don't want you with nobody else. She just wants to be with you. Where you going with that?
I go with one or two things happen. Either the other nigga fucked up, but most likely that's what happened. The other nigga got with somebody
Now
else,
you're thinking. Now you're
and,
thinking.
and he doesn't want to fuck with her no more, or he did some shit that really pissed her off, and then I was next in line, or I did something to really put myself above the other guy that she thought was number one, and now I'm number one. Either way, I'm gonna assess to see if let her know like it would become exclusive. That situation where the other guy is got to be dead. And now we're exclusive. I didn't care if you fucked with him when we was just fucking around, but if we're together, that's other situation got to be dead.
So that nigga still exists. Or he moved to Cali or something, but he could comes back home on the holidays. Like while you're in your relationship. You feel me?
If she wants to see him,
Bang.
no, not if we're in a relationship. No, because that goes to, and that's not being me. That's not me being insecure. I try to kill my ego. I try to kill any of my insecurities about that would make me look weak. And I know like a lot of guys would be like, "Oh, you can't hang with this nigga. You can't hang with that nigga." Da, 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 da. I know guys would be on that tip, but I don't care if my girl chills with like she has like a male best friend, right? Like I have my best friend who's a female. I always been around her. All her men always been insecure about me. I mean, even though nothing was going on between me and my best friend, that's just how it is. I mean,
Mhm.
like it's that's just my best friend. I know that if she's messing with her best friend that she knew since high school or middle school, them niggas are there because they want to get with her, but she didn't give them the time, and that's probably not gonna happen. But if she's fucking with somebody, but if she's going to go see somebody that she was fucking, that's different because now there was something there before. That's different.
Exactly. But then remember, my nigga, like these females of today, they're the new niggas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we expect them to have the feelings they had when it was in kindergarten or some shit or whatever like that. But they really don't go fuck. They'll go hop off from do to do. And according to them, they give no fucks because they're like us now or whatever. And they'll tell you that it wasn't ain't no thing and they just did them. But what's up with you now?
No, but that kind of goes back to again us as the men, the women that we choose. I know, I know females who I know women who would be like that. I know women who would be on that time, and I know women who won't be on that time. Like you know what I mean? Like I know women
Yeah, it's a different type of
who
females. I'll give you that. Different type of
yeah.
females.
I mean, there's a different. And me, I wouldn't deal with a woman. I wouldn't deal with a girl who's on that time where oh I'm gonna do me and then to me you're too like if you're trying to be more of a nigga than me then I can't fuck with you.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with you. I need you to be feminine. I need you to be in your most feminine state of mind. You know what I mean? When you're around me, because I'm gonna try to be the best masculine man I could be. I don't need
In,
to
in,
be
in my
with a
case,
masculine man.
right, a chick would say, "Well, we single, right?" And they'll do them and also whatever, and act like don't give no fucks, whatever. but then be banging on my door at 2 o'clock in the morning and telling me is a bitch in there and this, that, and other. At my age now, like I said, this is shit that we dealt with in CCR days when we was roommates and shit and whatever like that, whatever. But like now, like grown as people are, whatever. It's like they want to be a nigga, but they don't know how to be a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's the problem.
and
that's
it's a problem that
There's
men come across
still,
today. Because if you're gonna be a nigga and let it be known and do stuff,
they
whatever. You know
can't
what I'm
be a
saying?
nigga.
But it's like they don't.
They can they could be they could be a nigga in the form of they can get more dick, like not more dick, but they can get their sexual desire met at a faster rate
Yeah,
than what we can.
I try
Again,
to compete with them like that.
huh?
I try to compete with them like that. I ain't gonna lie.
There's no way we're not competing with them. We're not competing with the
Nigga,
date where she could put up board on her Facebook
so can
and
I.
watch her fucking inbox. Your inbox will book you might get 15 to her 1,500. And she only got 900 people on her goddamn Facebook page. And she only got 900 friends. But she got 15. Somehow she got 1,500 niggas in her inbox. Oh, so you're bored? What's up? I mean, there's no way we could compete with that. So yes, in that sense, then yeah, they could be like niggas because it's
I don't know.
actually available to them. They have easier access to
Because I tell you, like with me,
getting
right?
attention than what men do.
Because like I tell you, with me, right? Like again, I'm chicks probably out in it. Like, people could say, well, it's because you are in the bar scene and blah 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 or whatever. But it's like I meet a chick, right? And let's say I talk to her for a little bit, right? And then somehow, like, oh, I told my girl, all of a sudden her girl's out there and on Facebook and telling me that the chick is doing her anyway, and what's up? I should get with her instead. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, these chicks are trying to play me. This is a test, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ignore the bitch. I go to sleep, wake up, titties and ass in my inbox the very next day. I'm like, all right, this is still a trap. I ain't falling for the shit. Mind you, I'm single. Why should I give a fuck, right?
Sure.
But
Mm-hmm.
in my mind, like, bitches are bored and trying to set a nigga up for whatever case may be, whatever. So all of a sudden, I got titties ass in my
Why
inbox,
do
right?
that?
I ignore this. This is real life, nigga. This is real life. Then I'm getting cussed out for
That should piss
for
me
not
off.
responding to the shit or whatever. And then I'm here checking with the original shorty on something like da da da. And that's my girl and blah 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 and all that stuff, whatever. And then she's like, that bitch sucked a nigga dick last week. Why you give a fuck about her anyway? Whatever. I'm trying to see what's up with you. Her friend. Like this is real life, man. I'm trying to tell you, like it's not just like one situation. Man.
Yeah, you be dealing with some wild ass fucking female, bro. I can't.
Nigga,
Yo,
it's the
as soon
norm.
as
That's the thing is niggas keep thinking that it's wild. It's like the norm these days, bro. It's literally the norm.
it's not the no, bro, you accept it, yo. I
I'm not
shut
in
that shit
no,
down.
I'm not acceptance. I'm not.
Shut that shit down
I'm trying
early,
to tell
like
you, it's
baby.
the normal.
I'm gonna be like, baby, I'm not doing that testing
Like
shit. I'm a
Chaplin
grown
and Jeppy
ass man.
said, souls
You
ain't
better
loyal to their own
go test your
friends. They're
student.
not loyal
I
to
ain't no student.
bro. I'm trying to tell you, man, it's the norm. It's dead as the norm. Whatever. Chicks know it. Chicks don't like other chicks because they know how scandalous they move. They don't even want to announce that
Of
they
course.
got a nigga because as soon as they announce they got another nigga, all of a sudden their friend is trying to find out like what's up with the dude. All of a sudden, and all of a sudden they're looking up the dude and the thing. And then the females, I pick my ass or whatever. I'm telling you, it's everybody. Listen, listen.
Bro, I can't.
These girls out here are
Like I said,
scandalous, dog. They are scandalous, whatever. I ask my chicks,
they
and their damn sisters are in there trying to see what's up with me, or whatever. The damn cousins and all that stuff, whatever. Like you know what I mean, like it's not. Thank you. Her friend is a hoe, but how many friends are? Yo, if a girl tells you that none of her girls are hoes, she's lying to you. She's fucking lying to you. She's lying to you.
but then there's that old saying: if your girl has
Girls,
three
if she
hoes,
really
guess
like
who the
you,
fourth one
she
is?
she makes sure that you don't be around her girls because they know what's up and they know how they move. Girls ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just the way on on. They'll shut you down. And you're around the wrong chicks.
So what do you so what do you think about that saying when they say if you're talking to a girl and
Niggas
she
are
and
hoes.
three of her homegirls are hoes, does that
What does
means
it say
that
about her?
means she's the fourth hole?
What
Yeah,
does that say about her?
that make her the fourth hole. Yeah, that's the fourth hole.
Are you the company that you keep?
What do you think about that? Does that make her the fourth hole, or
Yes.
is it just a
Yes. 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 There might be something
so
about
you know
you
that?
that make her want to stop being a hoe. You know what I'm saying? There might be something about you that make her want to stop. But I personally have female friends, just friends, and they tell me they had to cut a chick off or whatever because they can't let their pussy rest. You know what I'm saying? They cut off the chick because they don't want to be associated with their hotivity. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Female friends. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and then you want to get into it? We'll get into it. Let's say there's a chick that both, well, not that one, but let's say there's a chick that both me and you fuck, right? And
Mhm.
she fuck you, or whoever she fucks first, she fucks, right? And then again, and know damn well that you my mans and I'm your mans and all that stuff, whatever. She's gonna tell you what? Oh,
I don't fuck with him.
that she was like, yeah,
I don't fuck with him like that.
we had a little something, but that nigga tripping, that nigga crazy, that nigga shit, all that stuff,
All
whatever.
about you.
Try to make it
I'm all about you.
exactly, exactly. Then you kind of find out after talking all shit about a nigga, she's still singing the song to the nigga, right? 9 times out
Mhm.
of 10.
Cut her off. I'm
Oh,
gonna cut. I'm gonna cut her off. I'm gonna
oh,
cut her off because she lied. Again,
hmm,
everything.
hmm. I
My
won't.
whole
I'll
premise.
fall back. I'll fall back. I'll fall back. I'll fade away. I don't. I'm not. I'm saying fuck your bitch right up because then I'm not gonna show that man, I give a fuck, but at the same time, I peep. You feel me? It's like I
I,
peep the situation, so I just let it be.
I'm my 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 end solution for all shady behavior is cut that off. If you have known, everyone in this chat, everyone in this room would know that my mentality
Can you
is,
see the
if
comments?
it's not right, I'm cutting you the fuck off.
Yo, Timmy, can
So
you see
I'm
the
cutting her
comments?
off, huh? I
Can you?
can't see it. It ended at crazy because the definition hurt. I didn't see anything else.
You don't see any comments? Oh,
No, I don't see any comments.
I'll
It says
send. I'll
there's
send you
15
the video
people here.
after so you see it all.
But yeah, so I would cut her off the not because if I'm, again, this goes back to our other conversation. If I'm just fucking with a girl and I find out she's fucking with somebody else, then I'm not gonna be mad if she's fucking with somebody else because I may be fucking with somebody else too. What's gonna make me cut her off is if she lied to me. If she lied to me and
But
told me I'm not fucking with L, that nigga, he's this, he's that. She's telling me stories about you, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. But then I find out she is fucking with you. It's her lying to me that makes me want to cut her the fuck off. Not because and
but
I
but
would,
then I'm asking this.
and if I know that she's fucking with you and I know you like that, I'm gonna fall back anyways because I'm not the
Okay,
type
you
to
just
be
answered my
like,
question. You just answered my question.
I'm gonna fall back because I know you. And it also depends on who is she fucking with first. Now I can have that conversation. I can hit you.
That's,
I
that
can
that
hit you on the
that
back
changes the
end.
whole That changes the whole
I can
perimeter.
hit you on the back end and be like, yo, when was you fucking with it? Because this is what men's supposed to do.
I don't do
Instead
it.
of me cutting you
I
off
don't
or
do it.
me
I don't know
cussing
why.
you out. You know what I mean? Being on
I don't
Facebook,
I
fuck
don't I
that
don't
nigga L, fuck that motherfucker, yo. And then you be like, yo, what happened? I
one
thought you guys were cool.
one thing about me,
All those are female.
one thing about me, unless if I'm wifing her, I don't fucking tell. It's just natural to me. I just don't. And niggas should be looking out for each other and say, hey, I was in that and blah blah blah, whatever. But I stay clear. And it's cost me beefs that I probably could have been avoided if I was just like, yo, I know you. I see you rocking with this chick right now, but I used to use whoop de whoop de whoop way back then.
Just let them know.
But I don't do
and
that.
then let him make a decision.
I don't do that. I don't do that. And like I said, I have. I'm saying, and again, that's also something where bro code against or whatever. But like,
Bro codes.
I don't fucking tell, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, you don't tell the other dude, or you don't tell. What do you
I don't
mean?
tell nobody. I don't tell nobody. I don't. You know what I mean? If I smash somebody,
Oh, when you fuck with a chick.
if I fuck a chick, and then let's say there's a chick I fuck, and then all of a sudden you're wifing her up, right? I'm not gonna get in between
Mm-hmm.
that. Personally, if for me, I'm not gonna get in between that. Now, if this chick was grinding, that's different. Then I'm saying,
Yeah.
yo, I used to fuck with Shorty, and she does this. She's, you know, what I mean, she steals information, and she does this or whatever. Then I'm gonna give you the heads up. But
Yeah.
I don't meddle. I don't, you know what I mean? Rhode Island's too small. If you're happy to find out, happy to fuck with her. The shit was a minute ago. It is whatever. Same thing with my niggas. You know what I'm saying? I done talk to chicks and I found out that my man smashed way back in the day. The shit was way back in the day. It doesn't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? But
It doesn't
don't
matter.
come to me now like y'all still matter because it's me that's what's shorty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just I don't get into things.
So with your situation, I thought with your situation, with like with your scenario, the scenario that you brought up, I thought you was talking about like at the same time, like I was fucking with a chick, and then you're fucking with the chick at the same time. That's why I said I would hit you on the
Yeah.
back end. And I mean, I hit you on the back end and be like, "Yo, when was you
If it's the
fucking with
same
her? You
time,
tell me."
if it's the same time, and I kind of was saying the same time then, and I changed it. But if it's the
Yeah.
same time, I'm gonna do what you said, whatever. I'm gonna fall back just because I'm gonna do what you
Mm-hmm.
said. You know what I'm saying? If it's on some same time shit, because one, keep it a buck. I don't want to be. I want to feel that what if hostility and blah 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 whatever. I don't even want to entertain that. One, two. There's too many options out here to contribute to a messy situation. Now, if it was like
Yeah.
a dumb bird that like both me and you smash or whatever, and we heard laughing about it, that's some shit from high school, though. You know what I'm saying? That at my age now, I don't
Yeah.
get into that. You know what I'm saying? In high school, the CCR days when you used to wild out, whatever, we could laugh about it on put our phones like, look at this bitch lying to both of us. You know what I'm saying? We would crack up about it. We've done it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but me now, I just don't. Just listen. If a bitch, the problem with the world today is that silly,
So emotional.
giddy feeling of being souped up about a person. A girl like a guy so much that you can't stop cheesing. You like a girl so much because, and that's all. Just like my man that was in the chat earlier, whatever. You could tell that nigga sprung. That's why I was fucking with him. I don't care. I never seen that nigga like that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was sprung or whatever. I can't remember the last time I was like that. I can't remember the last time I was like
Yeah,
that.
that's what we looking for. Hey, El, that's what we looking
That's what.
for.
Yeah.
Not now, and not during the summertime, but later on. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm
Like come
saying?
September, November. That's
After
what
the
we
summer.
looking at.
After the
Yeah,
summer.
after the show,
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
what we looking at. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But
that's what we looking at.
it's been a minute, and then it's been a minute since a chick felt like that about me too. Like keeping a buck. Like I can't say that like this chicks that may like me right now. I don't even know. I doubt it. But like there's many chicks that may like me right now. But like I'm talking about like I'm some sprung shit. Like I got them feeling some type of way, whatever. I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? And it's because I'm so closed right now. I just don't give no fucks to even like get into a certain thing, whatever. I find out chicks lie to me all the time and every day, whatever. Before, when I was a young boy, I used to spaz and get mad because in my mind, my gullible ass is like, I really thought of three things, right? I really thought a chick could not lie to a nigga. I thought a chick could not cheat. Like my naive ass, I'm talking about when I was like 17, 18, and then like first getting into shit. I really did not know that chicks did this shit. And when it happened to me, nigga, I was fucked up. I was broken. But I did not
So,
know that a chick could lie, a chick could cheat, or a chick could fart. I did
what
not
year
think it
was
would
this?
exist. I did not think that woman farted. I didn't think that woman cheated. I did not think they would fucking lie. I'm dead ass, yo. I did not think it was possible. The first time, every single
Well,
one of them, I was mystified, nigga. I was so traumatized. The first chick that farted around me, dog, I was traumatized. The first chick that cheated on me, I was traumatized, dog, just as much,
Yeah.
dog. I don't give a fuck. Yo, I was traumatized, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's like dead ass. You know what I mean? And it's I don't know, man. It's but
Yeah. Right. The culture was probably changing by like back then too, because there was like this real sweet spot, I would say, between maybe between 98. No, I'll probably say from 1996 to about maybe 2005, 2006, maybe 2007. There's like this real sweet spot where women act like women. Like we knew who the hoes were, and we knew like we fucked on the hoes because we knew they were hoes. But the girl that we say like, yo, that's my shorty, is because she was different from the girls who were hoes. Now, I mean, there was that there was you can easily tell the difference. Now that shit just blends together. Now it's hard to say whether she's whether she's a hoe or whether she's the homebody type of girl. Like, it's just hard to say. I don't know what happened. Society fucked this whole shit up. Like we knew the girls who were doing, who were backing their ass up in the club to juvenile. You know what I mean? In the club, we knew like, okay, those are the hoes. And then we knew like the girls who they didn't go out to the club like that. The only way that we met them was at a pizza shop, or we met them at school at CTRI, and we knew they didn't go out like that. We knew they didn't really, you know what I mean? Like they wasn't really
this
out
thing,
there
everybody that
fucking
went
like
to
that.
CCR when us was out in the club. Literally everybody.
Huh?
Everybody that went to CCR with us was literally out in the club. Everybody that went to CCR was called a hoe at some point.
And I had there was a couple of girls who I knew, and like even to
Bro,
this day, like they got families and everything. Like I never knew them to be like their name are not out there. Like I know plenty who I know like they did some dirt, but I know a few from CCRI where I'm just like
you would
I
think,
should have
but
paid
bro,
her. I
trust
would
me.
have paid her some mind
There's
if I
women
if I
that know
had my
how to
right
move
mind.
smarter than other women. They all.
So they so at least they weren't out there and they weren't like promoting it. But we knew the difference between them and those who were really who we knew niggas were running trains on in the fucking music room at CCRI. Like we
Yo,
knew the
yo,
difference.
you smashed a chick in the piano room at CCRI, right?
Nah, I didn't get a chance. No, I
Bam,
ain't gonna I ain't gonna lie. I
bam.
I was nah.
You're one of those
I
things.
wish I did. Yo, I almost I don't know if you ever been to Hope. I don't know if you ever been to Hope, but at Hope there was a library, and then there was in the library, like in the back, there was a
Yeah,
staircase
everybody
that leads
smashed it. Yeah,
all the way up.
nigga,
It goes all the way up to the bell room. I had an opportunity to do some shit, and I just fucking left that shit alone. And my a
I
lot of
smashed.
I just seen a lot of activities in that library where nobody was reading books. I should say that. Like everyone was going to the library, but no one wanted to check out books. And I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna get into that. But that bell room at Hope High, that's all the way at the top, that was the piano room. That was like what the piano room was at CCRI.
So not to change subject real quick, but like, because social media presents a stigma. It definitely does for me. You know what I mean? I post all these
Yeah.
memes, or I talk this shit all day, whatever, and people really come at me like it's real life. And it's like, look at me right now. Like, I'm home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not texting a billion chicks, like, what are you doing? And da, 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 you know what I mean? Or whatever. But it's just like, don't got the energy for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. I just don't got the energy for shit. And then like let's say you start talking to somebody and you get intrigued because you find out that like they might be a little bit more woke or on an intellectual level than other people that you deal with. You know what I mean? Like you deal with like me, I'm the horniest nigga alive. I know I am for fact or whatever. Like I could fuck a bitch like 20 times a day if she was with it. Right? But then like
Mhm.
as much as cool it's necessary, it's vital. It's vital. But as much as that is, but then you find out that like Shorty could talk to you about like I don't know, the government or scriptures or whatever the case may be, right? And then I'm like, all right, you mean chick has a brain. So you saw whatever.
That's life. Yeah. I mean,
But
yeah, I think that's like what we're all looking for. You know what I mean? Uh, at the end of the day, that's pretty much all. Like that's what we're looking for. We're looking for, you know what I mean, a girl who's a freak in the bed. She's intelligent and like she's loyal. She's loyal to her man. Like that could be like the premise of what we could be looking for. A lot of the time we just settle though. We just settle for, you know, she's not that smart, but her sex is good. Or her sex is whack,
you're being real.
but I can have a good conversation with her so I can deal with her. And that's and you know, at this point, you might have to settle at this point. At our age, 37, 38, we might have to just settle. Not even just settle, but just realize
I mean,
that the
all
total
right,
the
so let's
total
say,
package we have in our mind we may not find the total package
see,
that
it's
we
not
are looking
fair.
for in our mind.
It's not fair because this niggas out here, the wife a bitch that works at Cumbies or McDonald's, right?
Hmm.
And then if the roles were reversed, you are as a man ain't good enough unless if you're able to do this or that and other. And it's like either one or the or, right? You could be a nigga working at
Yeah.
Family Dollar or whatever the case may be, right? A nigga working at Taco Bell and she got whatever high stability fancy job. But
She
she's basically like a lot of women today that I'm finding or whatever, like let's say you're on your shit, right? They'll cut you off
yeah.
for a nigga that they could take care of. You know what I'm saying? He claims he's in the street. He claims he's this or whatever. But at the same time, in reality, the chick is fronting everything and paying for everything and holding her down, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like my bro Jeppy, he went to school and he did his full thing, whatever, and all that stuff, whatever. So I know he knows what I'm talking about it. But it's like you meet women today, whatever, and it's like once you are, and they claim they want this established man, right? And like once you are self-sufficient, then they're quick to cut you off. And then they'll deal with the nigga that needs them because they know where they're at 24/7 or whatever. You mean like they feel they put more trust on the dude that needs their car or needs, you know what I'm saying, that or that it has to crash by them because they got the section 8 or whatever the case may be. They'll put more faith in that dude as opposed to somebody that got his own shit together. Even though they claim that's what they want. But and what I hear from female friends is that the dude that got his stuff together is usually the one that's the hoe or this, that, and other. But it's like the nigga that ain't got shit is usually a car to fuck another bitch. But they'll never see that
So
way till it's too late.
so what that comes down to is it's a power dynamic, and I
I need
think
an
I'm at a
opinion. I'm gonna see if Jeppy's in it, but I'm listening. I'm listening.
but the and I think I said this before is that's more of a power than because she's not really looking for a man. She's looking for what happened is there's a good chance that she was just in a situation where she was powerless. The guy abused her mentally, physically, or whatever, and she felt powerless in that last situation she was in. So she said, I'm not going to feel that anymore. So what she does is she looks for somebody who needs her more than she needs him. So now the power dynamic switches. Now she has the power because now she can say, if you don't act right, you're not taking my car. If you don't act right, you can get the fuck out my house. And she knows that there's niggas like that who will accept that. Know what I mean? She knows that. So it goes back to her just it goes back to her wanting power. And the only way, because she's not going to get that from a guy like you or me who have their own, who has their own car, who has their own place, who has their own job and doesn't really need her for anything, really, besides her company and for her to, be her feminine essence. That's all we need from her. So she's not so she's gonna avoid guys like us. She's gonna go to the nigga who needs a place to stay, who needs a car, who needs money once in a while. Know what I mean? And she's willing for this nigga to be the dog that he is and cheat on her. But as long as she can still have that power,
Because she
and
knows that
and
nigga
she can
needs her.
still control. She can still control the situation because at the end of the day, it's you ain't shit without me. Now let her try that again. Let her try that shit with one of us. It's like, nah, sweetheart, I'm good. Let her go. Tell me, get the fuck
All
out
day.
get the
All
fuck
day.
out your crib. All right, cool. I'm going to my crib. You can't use
Mm,
my car. I got my own car.
facts.
Tell me that's why that power dynamic won't work for a guy like
Yo,
you and
we
me.
need who's on right now? We need a female perspective, man, on this shit.
Please get a female perspective.
Who's uh,
I wish
I
Bree
try
was
I
up,
try and add a
man.
Sandy, yo, but I think she's at work or some shit.
Who's Sandy? I don't know Sandy.
You know Sandy.
I wish Bree was. I wish Bree was. I think we had really good conversation with Bree.
Yeah, but Bree ain't up right now. Actually, she's up right now. She's in Cali, right? So it's only like 11 o'clock for her. I don't got Bree on Facebook. Maybe you could add her.
I don't think I have her on Facebook either. I think she only got an IG,
Yeah, she don't got an IG.
and I can't.
I
Yeah,
like
man.
I like. So which platform you like better, IG or Facebook? I feel like Facebook people are more engaged.
Um, I would have to go back and forth.
I mean, we could do that.
I would have to try both of them out a few times and really
We could do that.
try to get a good idea.
We could do that. But
Yeah, I would have to try this out a few more times to try out the IG.
I'm afraid. You know what? After I'm gonna post this shit, I'm gonna post our IG shit on Facebook and see how that goes too. From before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
But
But
back
yeah,
to this. So it's
so to
like
your
like
point though,
Jeppy said they want
that's why there's females like that. It's a power dynamic. It's a power dynamic.
yo, Jeppy, can
She
you
doesn't
join the
even
chat?
care about that
Can
motherfucker.
anybody does anybody want to join the chat? Let me know in the comments. I'll try to see if I could get you in if you could want to join the chat. Jeppy said
Please
that
tell me if I'm lying. Please tell me if I'm lying. I'm flying, ladies.
but here's the thing, this Jeppy said that women want a molded man and they want a project. You know what I'm
A
saying?
project, yeah,
Stuff whatever. But it's like,
a project
so
that never ends.
should you be penalized? He said, send a request. Should you be penalized for your shit being straight and all stuff whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
It
my
shouldn't be
question.
like that, but
But they claim they want
it,
this, that, and the third. And then let's say you're together, right? But you ain't shit. Here's like before Jeppy joins, his real shit. They say they want this, that, and other. They end up with the opposite, right? What up, fam?
What
Good?
up? What up? What up?
Sapase.
what's good, fam?
Sapase
What's
Mabole.
going on?
No more much,
Yeah,
fam.
Pasta,
again,
pasta, say.
But listen, right? They'll say that, right? But then, like Jeff said, they want a project, whatever. But then it's like they more focus on if you are the established dude, whatever. Like then they want you to do everything that's the opposite that what got you established. An example, then it's like, well, I can't fuck with you unless you take me to Dubai or Puerto Rico or whatever the case may be. So then you're going broke over trips and fancy dinners and this, that, and the third. And it's like, instead of thinking about how you and this dude could build towards a future of better financial stabilization, it's more about what you could post on the book or on the gram. And they're only interested on dudes that could get them to get likes.
But those are
That's the
not the type of
typical though.
females.
That's the typical of
Those
women
are
today.
not the type of females we should be associating with
Not
anyways.
at
Are
all,
they
but it's a
females like
majority of
that out there? Then
females.
yeah, but there's also females who are not like that, and those are the one to ones. I think men. I think us as men, our problem is we focus on the ones who are not like the type of women that we want.
The chick
We
that
focus too
bought
much
the
on
ass and
that
titties.
than rather than the focus or put our energy and try to flourish the type of women that we do want in our lives. We need to focus on that so that fruition will come through. You know what I mean?
The chick that bought the ass and
Because we can
titties are
talk
like,
about because that's like me saying like, damn, all these fucking strippers and all that, but I'm not interested in strippers. But I talk about all these strippers out here being hoes and all that. At the end of the day, I don't care what them strippers are doing right now because I'm not looking at them. I'm trying to look at the ones the ones who do fit my criteria. At the end of the
Sometimes
day,
sometimes it's not about criteria though. Sometimes it's about energy that you put out there. Sometimes because
energy.
you could put
That's a
out the
fact.
best
mhm.
energy in the world, and you still get, you know, somebody who comes through and who like Lamar was saying, you know, a chick will bypass a good dude, you know, in the process of saying, oh, I hate being single, I hate, you know, how my life is, and you know, guys ain't shit, nothing like that. But then they'll get the guy who approaches them correctly and who will, you know, say, hey, you know, I want to take you on a date, I want to, you know, bring you to this place and that place. And they'll look at him and be like, that's boring. Like, I want to I mean, it's not all. I mean, there's always going to
It's
be,
not all, but I get what you're saying.
you know, but you do get those females who do cry to their friends, oh, you know, I can't never find a good dude. And then when they do find him, it's like, what do I do with him? I don't know what to do with him because he's boring. He likes to stay at home. He doesn't like to go to Rosendale on Thursday for reggae night. You know what I mean? Like, and you know, and at the end of the day, I can't fault people because people like what they like. Sometimes I think people lie to themselves and they say, oh, this is what I want, but they don't really take into account what wanting what you want comes with. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you could want, like, for example, everybody says, I want a good woman, I want a good man. What does that entail? That's gonna entail some boring days where it's like, hey, hun, I don't want to go to Rosendale. I want to sit at home and watch Bel Air. Okay. And the girl's like, hey, we could watch that anytime, man. Like, I'm trying to go listen to some music. And the person may not want to. You know what I mean? It may be
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, man, I want to travel. Well, I want to travel, but not right now, because I want to buy a house and I want to save that money instead. While everybody else is going out and doing what they doing. You know what I mean? So there's a
So
level of compare and contrast with everybody, because people are always comparing and contrasting with other people too. And we've talked about this
yes,
before,
you have
me, you
already
know.
in.
That's a
But so
fact.
furthermore to what you said, Jeppy, is like, as us culturally wise, as us as a people, whatever, the flex culture is killing us. The whole I got to post that I'm in Dubai or Puerto Rico or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to for whatever, to show that I'm doing something in life or whatever. And then you get with a chick that's used to that, or acclimated to that type of lifestyle, and then you get with her and you're thinking like, I'm more focused on investments, so I ain't worried about no damn trip for what. Like, that doesn't appeal to me. But then she's more focused on posts and likes and shit like that, or whatever. So it's like then she tells you that you're the boring lame nigga, or whatever. But then she goes to Dubai, and we personally know people of like this that used to be in a group. So this is why I'm bringing it up. They go take the trip to the fucking islands or whatever the case may be. They floss some flex. They got the Gucci shoes and $1,000 belt and all that shit, whatever. And then you kind of find out that these people are homeless after the fact, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And it's stuff while you was focused, but you know what? You wasn't enticing as a person that was gonna make them broke. You know
It's
what I'm
about
saying?
attention seeking. It's about attention seeking because here's the
Exactly.
thing.
That's exactly
When
what
you
it
look
is.
when you look at relationships, and I'm sure Timmy, you and I were about the same age because I just turned 38. So I'm in that same,
We're
I'm
same.
38,
We're all the same
32,
age.
and it's really about, if you look at relationships nowadays, even, and I'm not saying for all, so ladies don't jump down my throat or nothing like that, but a lot of people are not even choosing their partners, male and female. They're not even choosing their partners for the right reasons.
No,
We're choosing our partners
based on
by,
social media,
oh,
nigga.
exactly. You know, oh, everybody like him. I wonder what's so
All
good
the
about
beat.
him.
That's great.
Or you know, like, oh, this dude, he got every Saturday, he got the new J's, or you know, or he driving the Benz, or he
It's
driving this.
it's
We not
motherfuckers
looking
concerned
at,
about the wrong shit.
yes, because we're not looking at, for example, oh man, he's a caring dude. Like if I get sick tomorrow, this dude's gonna stand by me in the hospital, or this chick is gonna stand by me if I end up with cancer or whatever.
Mm,
Looking at people
mm,
now for
mm.
what they got. Oh, this girl, she got money, or he got money. He got a house on his own. Like, I mean, I've heard it all. You know,
That that
being
goes
a person
that
in
goes
school.
furthermore into people rambling about who you with or who you're talking to, and people hating and talking shit, whatever. But at the end of the day, those people ain't nowhere to be found when you're sick. Like you said, the person that's gonna be there is
Like
who
you
they
said.
end up talking shit about
I never
Yeah.
forget. I
based
never
on
forget. One of
assumption.
my mans, with a girl, perfect scenario, beautiful couple, everything's good. He's doing well. She's loving life because she's with him. And you know what girls fail to understand, and men do it too. And I'm not gonna
Of
just blame females, because men, we do it too. Like, we
of
do it to
course.
ourselves sometimes too. And it's like, you know, he gave her everything, and then the day that he couldn't provide anymore, she jumped ship because she didn't know what to do. And that's not all
Mm-hmm.
females, because I know there are some ride or die females out there, and God
Mhm.
bless them all. But there are
And
also
those are the
people,
ones that get hurt and burned.
exactly. And then they turn, and then like Jay-Z said, when a good girl's gone, she's gone forever. You know
Yep.
what I mean? She's gone. So it goes back to what you were saying about social media and society. Society tells us what we should be thinking about, because if society wasn't in fact telling us how to live and how to think, would people be flying to different countries to get their bodies done? Why are people getting their bodies done? Why don't you like yourself as God made you?
As
So
God
basically
made you.
what you're saying is that God made a mistake when he made you.
Mm.
That's how
And
I
then
look at it.
and,
That's how I
That's
look at
how.
it. And I don't knock
and,
anybody
and then
who
and then instead of putting in the work to work out,
yeah. Like
you just want
something as
that quick
simple as a butt. You could work on your butt by going to
squats.
the gym, squats, all this stuff.
Just
You know what I mean?
Back shots.
make it natural. Back. So when I was in ATL and there was some fake, you know what I mean? I seen the fucking the fucking Nicki Minaj type figures, but I seen some real homegrown little round things out there.
Yeah.
I mean, and there was some that like they wasn't fat, but they got like the little hump to it. Wow.
My thing is,
I was like, God bless you.
I don't knock anybody who does that, because it's your body. You have the right to do whatever you want with it. But what people fail to understand, and again, this is why I say society is a killer of its own, because women are doing these things now, and even guys are doing some things now. But the thing is that when we're not thinking about today. We're not thinking about tomorrow, I should say. We're thinking about today. 10 years, 15 years from now, look at what happened to K. Michelle. Nobody ever talks about what happened to K. Michelle. K. Michelle had her butt done, and when you inject foreign bodies into your body will reject it over time. This
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think girls
It's an interbody.
exactly?
They
Why
don't,
do
they
you
don't
think
want to talk
girls?
about it because it will hurt the business.
But guess what? It does hurt the business because if you watch in reality TV shows, you know, these girls, they go out, they get their bodies done, and the doctors don't tell them that in 10 years you're gonna have to upgrade again because your body goes through changes, and women go through changes a lot more than men. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're going through menopause after a while. You know what I mean? Your calcium levels, you know, drop. That's why women have osteoporosis and all these things that they don't tell you about. So your bone densities, it drops. This is why when women get older, you know, they shrink a little bit. You know what I mean? Your boobs start to sag a little more because your body's different. But they don't tell you these things. So when you go out and
Mm-hmm.
you get your ass done, you get your titties done, eventually at some point, bro, gravity takes hold of it. And especially when you're doing injections, it has a bad reaction with your body. And then what happens is what used to be a firm, fat ass turns into, you know, stone and turns into this. And you got to get surgery to take it
And
out, to have
what
it
does
taken
that
out.
say? What does that say
Yeah.
about women who get that surgery done while they're already in a relationship?
Um,
So
well,
what are they doing it
I
for?
I think that men sometimes definitely have their part in this because we look at, for example, when you think about some dudes watch porn and they see these women who are, you know, who
Boys,
have these things done.
boys.
Yes, boys, but at the end of the day, men, you know, boys, men, whatever you want to call it, they're in these relationships and trying to put their fantasies on these chicks, making these chicks feel like, oh, he'll like me more if I have.
But Jeppy, right? You ain't never had a chick that wasn't definitely wasn't the finest chick that you ever smashed, but had your heart way more.
Yeah, absolutely. I think especially being, you know, who I am and you know who I am,
There you
you
go.
know what I mean? Sometimes it's not always about looks because guys, as much as I hate, you know, when people say, "Oh, well, you know, it's not about looks." Looks play a part in relationships. People need to stop being stupid and stop saying, "Oh, well, looks has nothing to do with it." You have to be able to turn around and look at your
You
partner
have to be
and be
attracted to your partner.
attracted to them. Yes.
Mhm.
But however, one thing that we fail to understand as humans is that regardless of how good looking you are, one day your looks are going to fade. I don't care if you get Botox. I don't care if you get surgery upon surgery. Your body can only take so much surgery before it just can't take anything else. So all these girls who keep getting their bodies done, there comes a point to where the doctor's like, yo, I can't do no more
To
surgery
me,
for you.
I'm gonna keep it buck with you. Nicki
I,
Minaj ain't attractive to me though. She ain't.
she's not
I'm being
attractive.
honest with
But
you. She's
then,
not. People are
but
like, you're
then,
fucking
what
crazy. You're
guys?
fucking crazy. Whatever. She's not attractive to me at all.
She's not attractive. I think what guys fail to realize is along with the look, because we all know some guys who, I mean, like I guess females will call them, you know, like the flyest guys, like the Denzels or whatever. At the end of the day, they don't have game. A lot of these NBA players that these women gawk
Or
over,
scamming.
besides their money, you know what I mean? Besides their money, they're getting played in the worst way because at the end of the day, they didn't have no game about themselves. They didn't
P-
have
PJ
anything
Washington.
out. Yeah,
Like,
like they didn't
got
like
bamboozled, man.
Who?
you can look a certain way. You can have the money, but if
They
you
beat
don't
my
have
Knicks
the
tonight, but
game
fuck him.
behind it,
I got
if
I
you
got a
don't got
question.
the game behind it, then you're gonna be in the same situation as an ugly ass dude, anyways.
I got a
So you
question.
have to have some game behind it.
What's the
I
question?
got a question. The question is this: if God came down on earth tomorrow and said, you know what? Currency no longer exists. Everybody's on an even playing field. No, you can live wherever you want to live. You can be in whatever hood, whatever house, whatever car, whatever, anything you want. We all have the same knowledge. How many people, especially, and this is more geared towards women, how many women would be with the person that they are with right now? I dare to say
I
over
think
90% of
The
people would not be.
automatic. I'm gonna answer that question correctly, right? So the majority of the women will go elsewhere
Absolutely.
and portray this image that they're finally relieved that they have been saved by God, as opposed to addressing what was their issue to begin with. He will automatically go off to the next nigga and justify it by this is where my true love is and all that stuff, whatever it is. But at the same time, they'll be confused and frustrated because they don't know because they're so used to adapted to that better lifestyle. So if everybody's on even playing field or whatever, they will recreate a situation to make whatever nigga they choose better than the nigga than the next nigga bitch because women compete with each other. It's
But it's
natural.
about survival of the fittest, though, L. It's not just a thing about animals or something that you learned in science class, bro.
That's
A
you
lot of
as a man thinking with logic. I'm talking about from a female's perspective. If you get what I'm saying, at no point am I just I'm agreeing with you 100%.
Mhm.
But from
Yep.
you're speaking with logic because you're right. I'm talking about a female that thinks with feelings and image and heart and all stuff, whatever. They
But
will
it's not
go
just females,
justify
L.
bullshit.
It's not just females. It's not just females. I know brothers
You're
who
right. You're right.
will
You're
date a
right.
female who will date a female because they know. Listen, if one day I decide to step down from my job, I know she can still hold it down. It's not just females. I can't even knock it. I can't even knock it.
But
And
okay, so
this
wait,
comes
wait,
down.
wait.
I
This
think what
also
it
goes
would
on
come
men though.
down to
This
is
also goes on men. This also goes on men. So do you be with a chick for what she could bring to the table as well?
I think any man, any person, it has nothing to do with man or woman. I think as a person, you should always look at your person's inside characteristics before you start worrying about the outside characteristics because like I kept saying earlier, you could be with somebody who's a millionaire
Mm.
and
But hate their
that person
guts.
you get sick, that person takes their millions and goes, you still by yourself. You know what I mean? We don't look at people for the right things, L. We look at people for what they can do. What can you do for me? Or as Janet Jackson would say, what have you done for me lately? What can you do for me or what have you done for me? And if the answer is nothing, people look at you and this is why people say this person ain't shit or that person
But
ain't shit because
there's people that refuse to acknowledge what you do for them also.
yeah, but those are ungrateful people. Fuck them. We don't care
But there's
about
so
them.
many of those ungrateful people.
Okay, and this is why when you find ungrateful people, you gracefully bow out. And that's
Mm.
what as an
But does
adult you
everybody
do.
do that? You like again, does you as a man with logic. But think about the people around you. Does everybody does that reality wise?
No,
That's
no,
that's why
not at all. Not at all. But some people
we as
let
brothers we challenge each other to think, right?
yeah, but some people let it overcome them, and then it makes so that the next person that comes along, who might be the person that they need, they can't take care of it, or they can't establish a relationship, a healthy relationship, because they're still stuck on the fact that the person before them couldn't acknowledge that they did for them. Why are you worried about somebody who don't give a fuck about you? I say
What
never
I'm saying.
shed
That's what I
tears,
say.
never
Fuck
shed
'em.
tears for somebody who ain't shedding tears over you, bro. End of
Mm-hmm.
story. People will try to ruin your life. People will lie about you. They'll say all kinds of things. It don't matter. At the end of the day, if somebody is out to destroy you or do whatever, you just got to keep moving forward. End of story. You know who you are. As long as you can look in the mirror and sleep well at night, so be it.
Yeah, that's why I say that, and that's
Okay.
why that goes back to my point of saying like women are this and women like no matter what guys do, and we always go back to certain women. So if it's just certain women, why are we focusing on those certain type of women? Why are we like? Well, I mean, like instead of saying if we can acknowledge that that's only a portion of the women that we interact with at the end of the day, why are we focusing on them and saying, well, these are the women that I see all the time, instead of putting our focus on the women that we do want to be with at the end of the day.
Diversify your portfolio. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Diversify your portfolio.
And meaning what?
If you go somewhere all the time, you need to go somewhere different.
Yeah.
As Rhode Islanders, and I say this with all due respect because I was raised in Rhode Island. You know what I mean? I wasn't born here. I was born in Boston, but I was raised in Rhode Island. But Why is it that we only see that we can hang out in Providence? You know, why can't we go out to Boston? Why can't we go out to New York? Why
I,
can't we travel?
so as for me and you, Jeppy, we're from the island, so we have family in Boston and New York. So we are accustomed to go out there for West Indian Day Parade and all stuff whatever. But people that are seated family generations in Providence or whatever, they don't know of it because that's like saying why don't island people go to fucking Idaho? You know what I'm saying? You know, or whatever. You don't,
Because it's
Ain't no Haitians in Idaho, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's supposed to, we know of venturing out because our culture has ventured out. But for people from here, from Providence or whatever, whether the Irish or Cape Verdean or whatever, New England is all they know. You know what I mean?
and that's
There's a few Cape Verdeans that kiss me, so they'll venture out there and nowhere else in Kissimmee, Florida. You know what I'm saying? But if not to go back home, or whoever that's like enrooted in Providence, you know what I'm saying? The Narragansett Indians or whatever in Rhode Island, it's
but
all they
that's why it's
know.
good.
As opposed to me and you, where we have people outside of, you know what I'm saying? Brooklyn is the second home to us. You know what I'm saying? It's natural, you know. So, and as much as we're vacation in Brooklyn, but it's our food that we grew up with that we're gonna find out there. It's more of a home than Providence is. If you
But
if you,
that's why.
if you get what
But
I'm
that's why.
saying,
That's why. But that's why I say that. You know, we as Black folk, and you know, it doesn't just have to be necessarily Black folk, but people who we interact with on a daily basis, or usually when we go out or whatever. When we talk about, I know, for example, I know you've tried to say, hey, let's do a trip where everybody goes skiing
you know
or
I
everybody,
tried.
you know. But the thing is, people are stuck in their ways. Especially the older we get, the worse it is.
That's
And this goes
facts.
with relationships. It goes with mentality. You know, oh well, you know, if a dude does this to me, fuck him. I'm gonna beat his ass, or I'm gonna do this. Well, there comes an age to where you get to where that mentality don't work no more.
All right, so Jeffy, so let me ask you this: where are we gonna go next? Me, you, and Timmy.
Yo, listen, you tell me, man. You tell me. You tell me. I don't listen.
You already know I'll be out. You see me.
The
I'm
things
out and about.
one of the things I learned after, you know, COVID times, and you know, I lost a lot of people during COVID times,
No,
and
he did.
yeah, you know, is, you know, you gotta live your life fullest. We need to step out of our comfort zones, and that's what we don't do as Black folk. You know what I mean? Like, we don't step out of our comfort zones. Why is it that there's 50 states in the United States? How many of us know anything other than Boston, you know, Rhode Island, you know, Connecticut, maybe New York? You know, step outside somewhere, man. Go visit somewhere new. Like,
Yeah.
I've been I've been to
Because personally, for
countries.
me,
I just,
when I call
I
you,
just came
and
back from ATL on
you know I
Sunday,
have.
man.
When I
I'm
try
with
to
you.
get people together, when it comes to crunch time, ain't no one be found. All of a sudden, niggas, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I got you. I'll throw you whatever bread and blah blah blah, whatever like that. And it's something as simple as like putting money together for a hotel room, whatever niggas can't do.
So take the people that are willing to go and leave the rest,
Jeffy,
and
how
then
many
when you're
people do you know from our circles who actually will follow through on that?
L, if you get 4 or 5 people, that's 4 or 5 people
So
that
again, I'm
didn't.
asking you
We
where are
get
we
three
going
people.
and when are we doing it?
Listen, I know me. I'm supposed to be in. I'm scheduled to be in the A in May. I've never been to the A.
I just told him
First,
about going to the AMA. I literally
um,
just before you jumped on, I literally just told him that.
I just came back, Nico.
He just came
Yo,
back
I'll
and
let
I
you know
literally
where
just
to
told him
go.
that we're going to the AMA.
listen,
I just came back Sunday. I'll let you. You know what I mean, it's a vibe. I'm telling
I
you right now.
I just literally
When in May?
have
When in May?
Memorial Day
Memorial
weekend.
Day weekend, right?
Memorial Day weekend, yeah.
Timmy.
Memorial Day weekend. I'm gonna see if I can get that time off.
This is evidence right now. You hear that, right?
Yeah, I'm
Listen,
gonna try to see. I can't. I can't.
so
Mm.
I mean,
I have. I have other things coming up too. Cause I got to save up vacation time. I'm gonna try to see what's up though.
You might want to.
I'm.
You might want to. Jeff,
Cause I got. I
you
got.
booked
I
your shit
got.
yet?
I got.
it's not booked yet, but I'll be booking it in the next couple of weeks.
Man, you
All right,
go
so we
there.
out there
Go to
then.
the trap. Go to the trap museum. Go to the Coca-Cola factory. Go to the Georgia Aquarium. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good spots out there, man. You'll
I
like
know
it.
a Martin Luther King like exhibit out there that I
It's dope.
saw.
It's dope.
I heard is
Yeah,
dope.
I didn't get a chance to check that out, man. That's the one spot that I'm upset we didn't get a chance to see.
I've been to
A
Orlando
lot
a
of
couple times, so is you know what I mean. But I want to check out places I've never been before. But like, if y'all niggas out there, I'm out there because I don't have. I'll keep it a buck with you. Like I don't have like I know y'all niggas for a minute, but like as far as yo, there's hoes over here tonight, or yo, come through because it's lit over here, or whatever like that. Like I never really got to like, you know what I'm saying, do shit with y'all niggas like that or whatever. But I don't have anybody to do that shit. I'm just keeping it a buck. And as old as we are, like I try to get people to come over my crib just to play dominoes or whatever, like, you know, some shit like that, whatever. Nowhere to be found, right? But with the stigma with me was where the hoes at or whatever the case would be. And for some reason, have people, Jeppy, you know who they are. I have people refusing to speak to me because I'm not the provider of hoes anymore. Like, yes, and then this is people literally tell me this shit, and it's like I just don't get it. I grew up when my father played ping pong with his buddies up until he was like 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different. People don't do shit no more because people are so used to social media and technology that people are distant as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
people
But it's like I grew up.
people only
I
remember
grew up.
you for
My uncle grabbed a machete. He used to chop the sugar cane. The other one used to set up the jerk on the grill over there. We all played dominoes. We played cricket and all stuff. That's my childhood growing up. And I used to see my father with his buddies do this all the time. I don't have people that do that shit with me no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's
Yeah.
different. But nigga, if you out there, man, I'm with it.
Everything sort of got killed off with social media.
Everything got kicked off of social media. It really did.
Everything
So
got killed off with social
social
media.
media has its it does have its benefits. Like, you know what I'm saying, niggas be able to talk about real shit like this and whatever, but it also had a lot of downfall, especially in relationship, because it made everything so instant that people don't got time for nothing.
social
Mhm.
media ruined
A lot.
the the normal life experience because now people are looking at celebrities and influencers to know what to do, whereas you used to look at your parents for that. You used to look at your family members for that. You used to look at, people of, high education or high respect levels. Like you'd look at, like the presidents and the first ladies and things like that, people in government and stuff like that. Nowadays, I mean, we look at celebrities who are one-hit wonders for those things or whatnot. And not that, you know, a lot of them provide new things, new ways of thinking, things like that. And it's all good and dandy. But I mean, there's some things that, I still rather talk to real people instead of people with personas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That's just it's the gift and the curse of the new age. It really
So
is.
Jeffrey, I mean, going back to it because you was in the chat, but you was in on live, whatever at the time, whatever. Like your mentality right now as a man, because we're the same age. Your mentality is right now, whatever,
Mm.
is it that like you as a man need to be focused on goals and you ain't worried about nothing, or are you getting pressure from your family about like settling down and shit?
well, you understand it because you Caribbean person, but your
Exactly. That's why
parents, when am I gonna have grandbabies? But here's the problem. The
I hear it
problem
every
is
day. I hear it every day.
problem is not the problem is not about focus, because the thing is you can have goals and still build with somebody. It's the problem is finding somebody to build with and finding somebody who wants to build.
Worth it.
You-
Yeah.
a lot of times now as a man, women come into situations, and not all, but they come into situations where they expect you to be polished and ready to go, and they ain't polished and ready to go. So if you ain't polished and ready to go, why do I gotta be? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Granted, society again has told us that, hey, men, you're the breadwinner. But here's the thing: nowadays, women are doing their thing. You know what I mean? There are women now who They're looking for men, and they're like, yo, I want a man to be a partner, not to do anything for me. I can do for myself. So
Mhm.
And that's not what our parents really grew up with. So it's like it's different.
no, it is different, but we live in a different world. And I tell people all the time, like our parents are like, oh, when I was your age, and I'm like,
It
but
doesn't
you
apply
didn't
to us.
know. When our parents were our ages, granted, they had kids a little bit earlier because the world was different. You know what I mean? Nowadays, you got to deal with a whole bunch of new things that they didn't have an iota to deal with. You know what I mean? Kids are shooting up schools every day.
Facts.
When we were kids, you were just worried about if somebody punched you in your face,
You worry
and you
about
had to
you was working about which route to take going home. Like that's it.
exactly, exactly. So you know what I mean? Like, poverty line. Like nowadays, it's harder as a person to make it because everything's expensive. And now look at us, we're in the middle of potential war again. So
Revelations,
no,
Revelations, what it say that in the end times that the cost of living or something has to do with everything will be at the cost of a loaf of bread. That basically like we won't be able to afford shit.
no, and people and think this single moms are getting killed right now because they gotta take care of kids without the help of a dad, or single fathers are doing it while also
Single
trying to,
single moms are getting killed for the food stamp cards in New York. Like
yeah,
it's real out here. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
but you still didn't answer though. Like where's your mind state now?
mine is more, I mean, I obviously got goals because I think you got to be self-sufficient. And that's another thing that we as people don't do. You have to be self-sufficient and be happy with yourself before you can add somebody to your mess. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because if you walk into a relationship and you're not happy with yourself, you can't make somebody else happy if you looking in the mirror and you mad at yourself. And that's another thing that I think a lot of people don't realize. They want
Yeah.
to be so bad. I want to be in a relationship so bad. But when you walk into the relationship and then the person's telling you, hey, I think you should do this. Why are you criticizing me? And it's like, no, I'm just trying to motivate you to do something so that you can better yourself. Because at the end of the day, I think that what we don't do for each other, especially in relationships, is we don't push the other person to be better or to strive for more. We're okay with me.
Mhm.
And like for example, if you meet a girl and she's working a job and every day she comes home and she says, I hate my job. Okay, so what are you going to do to change that? Because the job is not going to change. It's either you're going to go back to school, do what you got to do to better yourself, or you're going to find another job where you can do what you want to do with the knowledge that you have and make the same money or more and be happier. But you have to do something. You can't. What is the definition of insanity?
Doing the
Doing
same thing over and over again, expecting
and
the same result.
different result. It's not science. It's not rocket science. It's not chess. It's not checkers, bro.
Mm,
You just got to do what you need to do to better yourself so that when you're in a relationship, you can make your partner happy and you can live within your means and do what you need to do. People make relationships hard. Relationships ain't hard, bro. People make them shits hard
facts.
by adding outside influences.
It's real shit.
Yeah, it is. I think
But then again, so
a lot of it is it's just we add a lot of people get in a relationship to try to escape their own demons. You know what I mean? And now, you know, someone else's demons could become their demons, and it's just this crazy demonic situation now because you know what I mean you didn't handle your own situation and you thought that being with somebody else would make it better, but really they're just spilling onto them, or they have their own and they're spilling onto you, and you guys are just spilling each other's problems onto each other, and it's not a healthy situation at all.
so it,
Projecting
so that kind
kindness.
of goes back to what we were talking about before because like I was at the barbershop and we was talking about this. Barbershop conversations be get real sometimes. But and y'all know me, so this literally I literally have like a meme for everything, right? So literally everything.
Yeah.
So there was this one meme that was saying that if you find yourself a good girl, you literally gotta like hide her like drug money. And also whatever. You move out of town, whatever, and hide her away and also whatever. So it's like
You don't gotta do all that.
Bro,
I don't
but
know.
think about it. Think
I,
about it. Think
I,
about it. How many? It goes back to the conversation we had previously. How many people, freaking from Providence, will go out to Boston to try to? They'll go out to Providence to party, but they'll go out to Boston, and whoever they meet out there is usually who they settle with, and they all. There's so many people I have on my Facebook that live in Atlanta right now, and they all used to live in Providence. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like they all like whatever. People don't settle here. They find whoever they get and they get the fuck out of here. And they're in the Carolinas or in Georgia. 9 times out of 10. We all know somebody who did it.
I think that has to do with
Yeah,
opportunity though as well.
yeah,
Like
opportunity. Yeah, people could have done moved for jobs.
you
People
move
could have moved for a better environment. I want to move not because of the women. I want to move because of a better opportunity. If I go down to ATL, I'm going down to ATL, and I
Yeah,
mean, I'm
you're
sure the
missing what I'm
women would
saying
be a
though.
plus,
Like,
but I'm not going down there
I
for just women.
I get what you're saying, but here's my thing. If I have to go somewhere else to be with somebody, I'm hiding something in my own home base. And if I gotta hide in my own home base as a guy, if a girl said to me, like, if let's say a girl from Boston comes out here and she goes, "Oh, I just want to hang out in Providence with you. I don't want to hang out in Boston." That's gonna throw a red flag for me because it's like,
Red flag all day.
why don't you
Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Goddamn it!
yeah,
What you got?
that's
What's
a flag
going
on the
on?
play because that
pop
means she ain't
Got the
trying to.
flag on the goddamn play. That's a
in
tech
hiding something or
flagrant.
she's hiding her past or whatever?
She's hiding
My thing is
something. She's hiding something.
honesty is the best policy, my dude. Honestly, you know what the problem is in society? We're told that if you tell the truth is going to hurt you. But in fact, the
There's
truth
literally
doesn't hurt.
there's literally a meme for everything. I have one meme that says that like relationships, like when I tell the truth, it ends a relationship. So do you want me to tell the truth or lie to you, baby? And the girl says, lie to me, baby. Like what to keep the relationship going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but up with you up.
Based on a lie. That's like a house built on quicksand.
Why?
Like
Think about the relationships or friends that you have right now. They're all based on lies. If you keep
if
it
a
a buck.
relationship is based off of so like like I said, a relationship that's based off of lies is like a house built on sand. Like
Timmy,
it's just not
I
stable, and
agree with you
it's just gonna fall
100%.
apart.
I am not arguing. I'm agreeing with you. I already know. I was trying to lead you to go in that direction, but at the same time, think of your personal friends and relationships right now. What are they based on? Based on you just saying what you said right now. Keep it a buck.
Lies. I would hope. I would hope that there's
Even Jeppy,
a
even the
lot
ones in
more
the
truth.
Haitian church or Pastor Leguer and all that stuff, whatever. I don't. It doesn't matter. All of them.
Well,
Keep it a buck because I know shit. So I know you know
Um,
shit.
I
So what are they
I don't
really based on? Tell me the
I
truth,
don't
so, what type
go.
of lies we talking about though? Are we
bro.
talking about?
It could be the small side because
It
I
could be
always tell
small slide.
lie. It's like, for example, you ever had your windshield cracked where you're driving on the highway and a pebble hits your windshield, boom, and you go, damn, and it's just a little bitty crack, right? And then what happens? You go to sleep, the next day you go to work, and then the line increases just a little bit, right? It's like it goes from like a dot to like maybe a little bit like an I. And then before you know it, it goes from an I to an L. And then before you know it goes from an L to a V or a Y. And then before you know it, the whole screen needs to be replaced. A little lie grows into a big lie eventually. It takes time, but it'll grow into it. It's kind of like what Elle was saying earlier about, oh, you know, I messed with this chick and then I saw with another dude and the dude was like, oh, you know Lamar? And she's like, no, I don't know Lamar, but then really does know Lamar. But just because Lamar ain't say nothing, she ain't say nothing. And before you know it, somebody finally gets hip to her and goes, yo, she used to holler at Lamar. And then now she's caught between a rock and a hard place because now she done lied. So now it's like if I come clean now, it's too late. So if you lied about just knowing somebody, what else did you lie about?
Yeah,
You get
I
what I'm
think
saying?
that's a that. So we have to scale the lies, right? So that I would consider a pretty high, like a medium to pretty high lie. Like you should have just told me the truth about.
Depends
But
on who you talk to. Depends on who you talk to. Because a girl will say, well, why does it matter if I knew him or not? How many times have we gone through that? Why does it matter?
but
Again,
I
that's
mean, I would tell her
that's Rhode
because
Island for you, bro.
I just want to know. So that could have been me testing her. Like, if she gonna lie to me about that, then I'm just, I'm not really gonna fuck with her if she's willing to lie about that, because to me, if you're willing to lie about something as just knowing somebody, then I know that you're willing to lie to me about other shit. But I can't see somebody. It could be somebody who's been in a relationship. If you ask somebody's grandparents who've been together for 40, 50 years, if they have told the truth about every single thing in their 40-year marriage, 50-year marriage, if they say yeah that they have, they're telling a lie. Because there's not one person who's honest, like who's 100% honest all the time. We are gonna, like, for example, your girl is battling with her weight or whatever, and you know that she's very emotional about it. She puts on the dress and she says, "Baby, does this dress look good on me?" Are you gonna tell her no?
You gotta be
No,
careful.
no, take that dress off. You're gonna be like,
Nigga,
no, it's straight. It's straight. You know what I mean?
you
So
already know the answer to that shit
sometimes we
because you
do
know
shit
what the
like
fuck.
that. Sometimes we would do shit like that. Like, we're telling the little lie, but it's to it's to make someone feel good, like to make her feel good. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to, like, especially like if we're just about to go out, we're about to go out to dinner, we're about to go out somewhere. She puts on the dress and she says, "Did this dress look good on me? I spent all this money. Da da da. How does it look? Are we really gonna risk not going out or just canceling all the plans because she's gonna be upset now because you said, nah, that dress don't look, you look a little chubby in that."
Timmy,
No, we're gonna lie.
I'm gonna equate that with something that, see, that's the female version. Now let's talk about the male version, right? So I got a friend who I've been friends with. He's an older person who I consider, to be like a big brother or whatnot, right? And when we get older, one of the things that we as men also talk about is when we have sex with women, right? And then so men who are in their 40s and 50s, they be telling they be having sex with their women, and they be like, "Girl, is this still good to you?" And she be like, "Oh yeah, you still be doing your thing." And it's almost the same thing. Like the woman sitting there going, "Yeah, you still killing it. Yeah, it's your pussy, whatever." And she's like, "Oh boy, this guy's getting old, man. And it ain't what it used to be when he was." So
Yeah,
so it's kind of like a lie of omission. It's like a lie of omission because you're looking at the person and you want to uplift your person. You don't want to knock them.
yeah.
To say that, hey, yeah, you gained a little weight, but that's to be expected. You had 3, 4 babies. We get it. You know what I mean? You're battling with your weight. You're trying to be good about it.
Yeah, who's
So
babies though?
Yo,
I'm
listen, man. This is why I'm single.
L, you gonna make me log off this shit because you know what? I'm thinking about what the comment section looks like right now.
Crazy,
You gonna make me log off this thing, man.
crazy.
Yo, man. This is a no filter society, man. We just say shit.
Facts, man.
Everyone who jumps on, whoever jumps on a live, whoever comes into L's live, they know they know what they're getting themselves into. They know he's gonna say some wild shit. So nobody should ever be offended
Nothing
All right.
Lamar
about
said.
So let me ask you this: going on
anything
with
Lamar
everything
says.
that you got,
That's just normal.
what y'all niggas was talking about, right? So what do you think? I'm gonna let Timmy. I'm gonna let you rock. Then I'm gonna let Jeppy go after, right? Because I gotta take a piss because I've been drinking this Crown and shit. But I was gonna say, what do you think? Like the woman that you approach you today, whatever. Like, what do you think is like their deepest fear now, as opposed to not what we knew growing up, how chicks are, because we thought we knew everything and blah blah blah. But I'm talking about like now. Like, what do you think is like their deepest fear when it comes to approaching, like dealing with a nigga?
What's a woman's fear?
What's a woman's fear?
A woman's fear is us seeing her insecurity. The thing that she's insecure
Mm.
about, she's worried about us seeing it and us judging her about it. Even though half the time we don't give a fuck about it. Half the thing that they're insecure about, we really don't really care about because it's like whatever. But in their mind, it's like, oh my god, he sees, my fucking unibrow, or I used to have a unibrow, or just stupid shit.
Okay.
Know what I
I
mean?
was gonna
Like,
I was gonna ask you for example, but you went straight to it.
yeah,
All right.
it may not be a unibrow because that to me, a unibrow,
I'm gonna let
I
you
may
run.
not fuck with.
I gotta take a piss.
But
I'm sorry.
yeah,
Keep on.
I
Keep
may
on.
not, rock with you, but most women, like the women, most women in the insecurity stops them from doing a lot of things. It stops men also, but with women, like they seem to like just like they just make it way bigger than what it needs to be, and that's what they fear that we're gonna see in them.
I agree. I think also, I mean, back to his original question, I'm like, do women even approach men anymore? Like, like it's not
No,
even
they
as
don't.
it's not even that. It's not even like that no more. I think building upon what you said, I think it's people getting to the core, the core of your inner person. Because what is our biggest insecurities is people judging us for who we are as people and at our inner core. If
Mm-hmm.
you like the color red and everybody likes the color blue, everybody's like, well, if I like the color red, I don't want to be judged for being different. You may think differently, and this is L will tell you this about me. I don't really care what anybody thinks about me.
That's
I
facts.
don't really care. I don't really care because I know who I am. I'm comfortable in my own skin. You don't like me, that's cool. God bless you. You know what I mean? You don't have to like everybody, and everybody don't have to like you. You know what I mean? But when
Yeah.
you get to a point where you're comfortable as a person, and you know who you are, and you know what you accept and what you don't accept, people, they may not like you, but they'll respect you at least. You know what I mean? That's one of the
Yeah,
reasons
that's it.
I get along, because at the end of the day, I know who he is. He don't deviate from who he is. You know what I mean? He just say it like it is. And at the end of the day, you can only respect that. That's why earlier in the chat, if you guys remember, you guys were talking about females and how things happen in relationships. And I said, honestly, if a girl got bodies everywhere, who cares? As long as she's honest about what she's doing, what can you do? You can only respect it. Doesn't mean that you're gonna go with her, L. Doesn't mean that you're gonna go with her. But if she comes out and is like, yo, listen, like this is who
Yeah.
I
Okay.
what
So
can
She got
you
25
respect her
She got
honesty,
25
Jeppy.
bodies. It is what
You
it
respect
is.
her. You respect her honesty, right? But at the same time, doesn't matter.
Yeah, but at least she gave you the honest truth so that you could make an
She
educated
gave you the
decision.
option.
You could make an
So you
educated decision.
will respect that, but does it still matter?
Yes. To some it will, to some it won't. To each his or her own. It depends on the person,
What determines that?
on the person's mentality. There's some people out there who are like, yo, I
Mm.
don't care if that person got bodies because I got bodies too.
A
Yeah.
lot of so
But there are dudes out there who are like,
Yeah.
if my girl got more than 5 bodies, I'm done. And it's like, that's
Yeah.
not
No,
cool,
and that's stupid.
especially at our age. Especially at
Yeah.
our
no.
Yeah. That's stupid. Yeah,
Okay, but here's the thing.
there's
Here's the thing,
guys.
right?
So there's guys who think about it as this.
Yo, Timmy.
Oh, she got 15 bodies.
Yo, Timmy, how
Then
many bodies you
what
got?
that mean? Huh?
Nigga
How many
froze.
bodies?
Look at his face.
No shit, dog. I ain't gonna try to put it out there like that, but there's guys who would think like, all right, she got 15 bodies. Know what that means? That means that she's experienced. That means that I don't got to
Bro,
really teach her anything because hopefully
hold on,
in
hold on,
those
hold on.
15
Keep
bodies or
on.
those 20 bodies, hopefully that means that she's good at whatever that she's doing. I mean, so that's how some guys would try to rationalize why having a whole bunch of body doesn't matter.
I
Because
had
they looking at it as she might be seasoned.
super
I'm not
hoes.
saying it's right or it's wrong. That's just how some guys may look at it.
I had super hoes, crazy body count, who just lied like a log and boring as fuck. It doesn't matter about how many dudes they've been with. Maybe they're better at what they do or whatever the case may be. Like, and
You would hope so. It's like,
I know a chick with one body that will blow your mind. You know what I'm saying? So none of that shit really matters. But let
L.
me ask you this, right?
that experience has everything to do with it. Hopefully, if she got 15 bodies
Listen,
L.
a
I'm
chick.
not saying she's the best she ever had, but she's not going to be like the
A chick can have
bottom
100
half.
bodies. A chick can have 100 bodies, whatever, right? And not give you the same sex that she gave to this nigga over here. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Or
That's
whatever.
but guess
This
what?
nigga,
But
she
guess
could
what?
be.
That's her choice. If she wanted to, she could probably body you.
L, let me ask you a question. How do you even know? Like, unless, because to be honest with you, the reason why chicks get outed like that is their own doing. Because they talk about it in the most cases, unless the
Because
dude
niggas ain't
they're
gonna
with.
get into it. You're right.
You know what I mean? So, for example, those girls that are out there, and there are some who they be doing their thing, and they tell dudes like, "Yo, if you talk about my business, I'm coming for you." Because there are girls like that, right? And if she don't tell you, and you don't inquire, and she hits you with, "Oh, well, I haven't really been with that many people, whatever." How you gonna know? How are you gonna know?
You
I
never
had
know.
I had a
Her
chick.
mama don't know. Her sister don't know.
Because if
Nobody
the girl
knows.
don't talk, L, you not gonna know.
I had a
You're not
chick.
gonna know.
You know who she is. I had a chick in a group who initially told everybody that one, I had the biggest dick in the world and all this stuff, whatever. And when I first got with her, like all this stuff, whatever. And then went out of her way and told her that I had a shrimp or whatever because she didn't want other bitches around near me. And literally in the same text saying, I'm purposely saying this so bitches don't be around that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And the screenshots were sent to me or whatever of both conversations that cover my ass. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like,
Well,
so it's like, it's based on her mentality and her mood of that at that particular time. It has, you mean, it could
she
be really
she
nothing to do with you. She could say one thing about you, one thing, but it could be out of hatred or jealousy or whatever the case may be, whatever she's feeling at the moment, because they go through 10,000 moods that we don't go through. You feel me?
I think at the end of the day, she could put any number she wants out there, and then you won't find out until you actually run into guys that she might have actually done shit with, and then you count it up for yourself, and you actually find out proof. And to me, that's too much work. That's way too much work. To me, I don't give a fuck if she has six. I mean, at our age, at 30, what, 37, 38, 39, how many bodies do you think
Let me ask you this.
most women would
Because
have at that age?
y'all blowing my mind right
You
now.
think they only had five? You think they only had
Okay,
five?
now you're getting into what I was going to get into. Now you hit. So let me ask you this, right? Jump to you too, because you go to fancy spots to meet certain type of chicks sometimes or whatever they do.
No, not me.
Not me. Oh
Go
man,
out like that, bro.
listen, man.
Let me ask you
Listen,
this, man.
he out there. You only fuck with the fancy
We're all
ones.
the same age, right?
Michelle Obama is
We,
be out there. That's what Lamar's saying.
so let me ask you this, right? We're all the same age. Y'all meeting chicks that got under 20 bodies and y'all believe them? Because
It
y'all
I
talking
don't
about
depends.
care.
5 and
I got
15.
I
And I'm
got a
like,
question.
I know chicks that knocked that out when before they left high school. So what the
But
fuck you
but
talking
but that's
about?
what we're saying. But that's what we're saying. We're saying like at our age, at 37, 38, 39, we know the numbers.
Oh,
You know,
hell,
it's like driving a car. It's like driving a 2000 Ford Camry and shit. And are we surprised that the 2004 Camry has 250 miles on it? No, we can't even expect that shit. You know what I mean? But if it has less, if it has like 140, we're like, okay, cool. But we're not like, if you want to drive the car, drive the car.
Lamar. I was a college DJ. Okay, I went to
I
PC
know, I know.
when I was at school.
See?
Yeah, I went to PC. When I was at school, there were girls who I look at them now, and they're friends, people who are friends, people who are whatever. I look at them now, and I look at their husbands and them with their kids and whatnot nowadays, and I'm like, boy, oh boy, if only
You only knew.
we knew. And it's like,
Yeah, all right.
you know what? Not for nothing. We don't judge people on their past, right? But there's some wild stuff that people do that sometimes you go, oh my God, like how you recover from this? Like, for
Them
example,
men don't
like,
know.
I remember a friend who went to a different college telling me about how dudes would run trains on people and whatnot. Now, me personally, I'm just like, yo, there's certain things like as a man, like when you meet your significant other and you're about to get married, like I haven't had this, but you guys probably have been in the situation, but are these conversations that people have before they get married, for example? Like, because could you imagine being the guy who marries somebody and then you go to their like college reunion and then it's like you're walking around with that person and you see everybody going, and then it's like, why is everybody talking about you? And then a guy pulls you aside and goes, hey, man, she's
Damn, high school.
you know what I mean? Like, because there are guys who do
Oh,
that.
Chelsea choke.
There
We
are
call it Chelsea choke back in college.
there are the run tell dats. There are the run tell dats, and unfortunately, you got to deal with them. You do. You know, how do you handle something like that? Because obviously, as men, there's always gonna be men who, girls are gonna say, "Oh, that dude was a dog," right? It always happens. But what about when it's your girl, the mother of your children, your wife?
Mm,
You know what I mean? And
mm.
and as a man, sometimes you've already committed to this person. How do you recover from that?
Well, I mean,
Because
that's
there's
kind of what I was bringing up earlier.
Can't,
Like if you
you,
really
you can't, you
invested in,
can't force them for
and
something
you
that you
find out
didn't know about.
afterwards.
But that's my point. But my point is, and I was bringing that back because when you guys were talking about it before, when you commit to somebody, you commit to their faults, their failures, their goods, their bads. You know what I'm saying?
You
Especially,
commit to what you know. See, this is the difference. Because let's say they
yes,
have
but
faults.
also,
So if they were upfront with their faults in the presence and you decide to move forward, that's on you and that's what you committed to. But then if you find out something different from what you was presented, that's a different ball game.
so
You,
Lamar,
Yeah.
you get what I'm
so
saying?
Lamar,
If you didn't, the question is, so it really comes down to if you never asked about her past and then you found out later on that niggas ran a chain on her, you can't really fault her for that
so,
because
Nah,
she didn't hide it from you. You didn't ask for it.
Lamar, Lamar, you marry
nah,
somebody. Let's say 3 years from now, you meet
nah.
Mrs. Right. Lamar, you marry somebody 3 years from now, you meet Mrs. Right. You
Yeah.
put a ring on her finger, she's everything that you want. You put a ring on her finger, you end up 2 seeds. Okay? College reunion comes up, it's the 30-year reunion. You
30
get up
years.
there,
30 years.
30 years, whatever. I don't care. Whatever we at now. I think we almost at 20 now. We almost at 20. So you get up there, you know what I mean? Dudes pull you aside like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, we knew Shorty back in the day when she was a wild spirited thing, and you're like,
Call her gummy. We used
and
to call her gummy Gabe.
you don't pull a Will Smith, but you kind of pull the Will Smith. Like, what you talking about? Keep my wife's name out your mouth. You know what I mean? And they're like, listen, man, back then, she used to do that thing. Can you really turn around and say that you would walk away?
So that's similar to the question I was asking earlier.
No, but I'm asking you.
Me?
Yes, I'm asking you.
Uh,
I'm asking you. Can you really say that you will walk away? Because that's a difficult thing. You got kids with this woman. You've married this woman.
you found out that her name was
Life with this
Gummy
person.
Gabrielle.
Life
Her
with
name
this
was
person.
Gummy Gabrielle back in college.
You built a life with this person.
And now, yeah.
You've put a lot into this. She knows your family. She knows your friends. She has become your right-hand person.
This is why I appreciate you guys so much because again, I like these conversations because it pushes our thinking to a limits and it pushes us to be more intellectuals. So with you saying that, you basically asking what I said, but you bringing it to a higher level. So I understand what you're doing. So keeping a buck, I would fault myself for not doing the proper research. I'm just being real because
Mm-hmm.
you're making me realize how much you need to investigate a chick before you deal with her.
Absolutely.
That's what you're doing
Absolutely.
for
But
me
so
right now,
but
as
so
my
what if
brother.
it
So
was
like you're helping me be wiser right now because you're making me realize how important because so much is the past. All you hear is, well, the past is the past, and you can't fault for this, that, and other, whatever. But at the same time, if you as you as a man, any man that finds that out, you are married to not what you thought you married.
Yeah, but at the end
regardless.
So what if it? But what if it was at the end of the
I don't
day
care if
though?
it was 30
She
years
came from
ago.
another
Your
state.
perception of her completely changed. You put that woman on a pedestal, and that's why you cuffed her and knocked her up. You get what I'm saying? So if you find out after all, your perception of her changed, and then you get frustrated with her, you get frustrated with yourself. Not that you're
so
right.
you're walking away.
No, you get frustrated with
Oh,
yourself.
okay.
Me personally, I'm moving across country.
But why? But
Oh,
so so. Oh shit.
So this goes
So
back to
listen.
that ATL bullshit, and me personally,
woo.
because I'm now mad at myself. And I don't want to deal with that negativity and that bullshit or whatever. Not that thing, but at the same time, I'm not going to assist it. So therefore, why continue to be in that environment where people get to say chitter chatter, chitter chatter, chitter chatter? You know what I'm saying?
So
Me
so
personally.
what if so what if it was a situation where you went to a high school reunion, but it wasn't in the same state? Let's say it was in New York, or it was somewhere where like there was no
Oh,
way of
like
you
like
to
she's
know
from a different area.
because she went to school somewhere else. So you can do all the research you want, but you would have never known because you know what I mean, you didn't go to school with her, or you didn't know nobody that she might have.
You
I
ain't
mean, she's
doing
in a whole
nothing.
nother state.
You
But
ain't
then
doing
you went to
nothing.
that state and found out that she was.
You ain't doing nothing but making realize how much research I need to be fucking doing now. That's all you're doing.
But there's no way of you to know. There was
I'm,
no way of you to find out.
I'm gonna tell you
I'm
this.
She came from Pennsylvania. Let's say she came from Pennsylvania down to Rhode Island. You went back to Pennsylvania for her 20th year high school reunion. You found out there
okay.
that
I'll be
she
honest. I'll
done
be honest.
fucked the whole football
You
team.
trying
There was no way for you to find out.
you trying to trap me on shit, but I'll be honest. All right. So I look at her like this, right? She's from Pennsylvania. She come right on, whatever. I got a stigma about myself. My family, my cousins, they told me that, and like girls I dated, whatever, told me ain't nobody gonna take me serious on some settling down shit as long as I'm a promoter and as long as I'm living in Rhode Island. So if my mentality is if I'm take a chick serious like that, like this chick could be my wife, I need to move personally for me. So if that chick did the same shit and whatever her history was, and me being a nigga, being real, saying because I know I got my own or whatever like that, and she moved to Rhode Island, I'm not gonna falter for her history if she came from another state. But if she was from Rhode Island and I'm in the same circles and her history is what people are fucking know, that's the difference maker. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, so she basically took the steps to change her history. That's what I'm trying to get at. And
Yeah.
I actually believe I need to do the same thing. For me personally, I think as long I could meet a chick that I never even met before and she could fall in love with me. You know, you niggas know me. You know damn well eventually at some point somebody's gonna be in her ear saying, "Who else? That nigga ran a freak group, dog." You know what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah. We had orgy at a mansion in Newport. That's what I heard.
You already know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
But
so I'm
but
not gonna fall. So the fact that she got away from that. And also, I know how people are because it's been done to me. I'm people that don't even know me approach chicks that they thought I was talking to and told them to stay away from me because based on my social media, they thought and this that and the other, they thought or heard the shit about me. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I'm not gonna fault her for if she lived from another state and she's here, and I don't gotta hear about it where I live. But for me personally, if I meet a chick from here, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I have to. I got my
Yeah.
peoples, you know what I'm saying? They go move to North Carolina, they move Atlanta, they move it, and that's when they settle down. Never in Rhode Island, nigga. I'm talking about my boys that I went to high school with. They could never hear because they was worse than me. As much as people don't want to believe that shit, but they were.
I
And
know.
for them, they had to get the fuck out of just the same. So if Shorty did the same shit, to answer your question, and she moved from where her hood or whatever in Pennsylvania and came to Rhode Island, I'm not gonna fault her for that shit. If I find out about that she has some history and a stigma in Pennsylvania, that shit don't matter to me. But if I hear the
Yeah.
stigma in my home, the same way, all right. So to reverse the whole shit, when I get to Atlanta or South Carolina or some shit, that stigma is not gonna follow me. Eh,
mm,
I,
but
Hopefully.
but
I,
but will it?
Will it? Yeah,
So then,
that's
so
some
that
shit I really have to scratch my head on. If I meet a chick
Because
in South
nah, but
Carolina and somehow somebody goes out of their way to find her and contact her from Rhode Island and say that nigga's a hoe, I give up.
L
I give
I'm
up.
gonna tell you this now. I'm gonna tell you this right now though. You got to think about it this way. You just said that a lot of people from out here is moving out to these places. When you go out there, there's reunions that's happening, bro. So you go to the
yeah.
A, everybody's, oh man, I remember, Rhode Island Freaks,
Oh,
that joint.
yo, no
Nigga,
bullshit. When I was in the
nigga,
A,
that was
when I was in the A,
2015.
I had a PC jersey on. I had a PC
And I still
jersey
deal
on
with it now. I still deal with it
representing
now.
those people who were from Providence in the A.
Yeah.
They recognized I had the PC jersey on, and they were, yo, PC, I know. We met someone at the bar who lived in what do you say he was from? I wouldn't say Justin, but he went to I forgot the high school that he went to, but he was from Johnston. You know what I mean? And so I went out to the A, found someone. I found at least 3 people from Providence from the A. If you
So
go to
many
North
people
Carolina,
left Rhode Island to Atlanta. So many people.
yeah. So
And they settle out there.
sometimes you just can't get away from this shit. I heard there's a spot out in North Carolina. They call it Little Rhode Island because that's literally where everyone from Rhode Island moves
Those are
to.
the two places, bro. North Carolina, Atlanta. There's so many people in Providence are related to people in North Carolina.
And Maryland too.
Yeah,
And in
that's another
Maryland
one.
too.
That's another
Maryland is
one.
huge. You are right. Maryland is
My
huge.
homegirl Hillary in Maryland right now, or whatever. And
Mhm.
what I want,
Sometimes you just who you are, player.
hmm
Um,
so so why do
You'd be
people
surprised.
move? Why do people move out of Rhode Island?
Yeah,
They're not paying better down in the South. They're not paying better. It may be cheaper
but
to
the
live,
but the
but they're
cost of
not
living is
paying better.
cheaper.
They're moving down there
Real cost of living.
because they can't settle down here. They can't. They can't. Why else
I
move?
mean, it could be.
it depends on
Yeah,
careers.
it depends.
Depends on careers because not everything is not paying better out there. It depends on what you're doing.
Jeppy,
Yeah,
Jeppy, you know me, I know
yeah.
you,
You're
right?
not gonna find.
You know me, I know you, right? Let's say we announce. You told me about your situation and how all that, whatever. I tell you about my shit, right?
Yep.
Imagine if you announced that shit and it was all over on the book. How crazy would that situation be for you?
I have to change. I have to make a new book. I have to make a new one.
Thank you. Thank you.
A
And as
new
old
one.
as we are, should we be dealing with that type shit?
No, but here's the thing. It's not about how old we are. It's about people's mentality and about what people are trying to do. Because at the end of the day, you can choose to walk away silently or you could choose to make noise. But here's the thing that people don't understand also. While somebody chooses to do whatever they choose to do, you can choose to remain silent.
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay,
don't
so
have to.
Everything's about
I
choice.
try that.
Everything is about choices.
I try to remain silent, right? But the stigma and the rumbling still occurs, right? And then the person that you care for is still dealing with it. And as much as you try to ignore it, you're not addressing the issue at hand. Keeping the buck.
Yeah, but by your silence, you you don't give you don't add fuel to the fire.
Yes and
Yeah.
no, because you're adding to the fuel by your silence too. That's redundant.
Yeah, yeah, but guess what? What are they gonna do?
I don't know the situation, but
What did
but we talked about this earlier. There's
L
some things that you can address. Some things are not worth your energy to even address.
exactly? That's what because here's the thing. Certain energies that you're giving to certain situations, you're not doing it to hurt anybody, but you're also doing it to avoid drama that you don't need for yourself. You know what I mean? Because cooler heads prevail. When you get hot headed, you make mistakes and then you cost yourself. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's better.
Whereas
It's better to calculate and assess.
it, it's calculate and assess, but also even when you calculate, what is getting into a heated argument with somebody going to do for you?
No, I'm agreeing with
besides
you.
blow off steam. Like in my profession, I work with juvenile teens. They call me a bitch. I'm a pussy. I'm this and that. Look at them like they're crazy. Well, okay.
You just say
Well, all right. What's your words doing for me? Now, if you step, and I tell them all the time, if you step into my personal space and you look like you being aggressive, then yeah, I'm gonna be at. But you calling me a pussy, a bitch, and all that, I don't. Me going back and forth, me going back and forth and saying, no, you're the bitch. No, you're a pussy. No, truth. It doesn't do anything for me, and it's not helping the situation. It's not helping you out. It's not helping me out. So a lot of the times, it's just like, all right, go ahead with that. You know what I mean? I don't have to. I don't have to go back and forth. I don't have to engage with that childish behavior with them. You know what I mean? Because I tell them all the time, I'm grown. You're a kid. That shit you're doing, that's some kid ass shit. Like that's some kiddie shit. I'm gonna show you what grown men do. They turn their back and they ignore the bullshit.
Well, over the last 5 years, what else talking about? Over the last 5 years, any kind of relationships that I've had, be it friends, be it female, there are people who do right by you, and there are people who shit on you. I mean, that's just the way it goes. And
That's just life.
I choose to stay silent. Like, you know, I started talking to you, you don't talk back to me. Okay, I stay silent. I see you, nod my head, keep it moving. There's no reason to get into it with people because it's energy that you could be putting into something else instead of causing
Exactly.
problems.
Very
Chaos.
true.
Yeah,
Very
You
true.
know what I mean?
that's all the chaos.
Like,
Very
hurt
very
people,
true. Very
hurt
true.
hurt people, right? So if
Hmm.
for example, let's say like I have a friend who I was cool with, and the energy was off, and then I was like, yo, I have to remove that friend from my circle just because I feel like the energy that was being given to me was not a friendship energy. So when I remove myself, I never responded. I've seen the person. I don't say anything. You know, what by me keeping my silence and doing what I need to do for myself, I'm alleviating beef. I'm alleviating any kind of situation because there's no point in it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I wish more people did that because there would be less people killed. There would be less people in situations because at the end of the day, a lot of times we go back and forth with people and it leads to things that we really don't need to be doing.
Yeah, unnecessary, awful
Unnecessary.
words.
Like
Like that whole.
if
It
somebody
goes back
deads it,
to
just let it be. Just let it be. It's not going to change anything by going back and forth. It's not going to change anything. That
like
friend
for
lost.
like for it actually goes back to what we originally talked about at the very beginning with the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock thing. Like you let someone's words incite, like get you so angry, like besides like his whole wife thing or whatever, instead of logically thinking like, all right, he made that joke. Does he know that my wife is battling with this disease that makes her bald? Probably not. Does he? Is this the first time that he made the joke? No, but we are at a place where he's supposed to be making jokes to keep the energy live and keep people laughing. So these are the things that should have been going through Will's mind instead of going up there and smacking the shit out of Chris Rock. You know what I mean, and like he let words affect him. You know what I mean, and probably rumoured. I'm pretty sure they had a relationship prior to this. You know what I mean, they were cool with each other. They were on Chris Rock, I believe, was on Fresh Prince of Bel Air at one point. So they had a relationship. They're in the same circle. So you just let a bunch of work, you just let a joke get to your head to the point where now you felt like you had to react to. You know what I mean? He felt like he had to react to it, and he reacted in a negative way that could have cost him jail. If Chris Rock wanted to press charges, Will Smith would have got a charge. If he would have got banned from the Oscars. He could have all this other shit could have happened. Could have snowballed into this negative energy, all because he wasn't thinking.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar brought up the point that that slap was also a slap to women because he took it upon himself that his wife couldn't defend himself. his wife couldn't speak up, and his wife couldn't, you know, whatever. And this whole thing, whatever, that like, oh, he was defending his wife and he gets praised. And then the actress Tiffany Haddish was like, girl, you better suck his dick from the back. And yet, nobody even fucking, like, all the people that were trying to, like, put it in a positive light or whatever, his wife didn't even back him up as much as he did the most to back her up. His wife did nothing, didn't speak on it, didn't address it, didn't rant, been avoiding media ever since it happened or whatever. I
Yeah.
mean,
She stayed quiet. She stayed quiet on it.
she said,
And I
"Why
mean,
not?"
like,
So
she stayed
I'm
quiet.
saying
She
that
stayed
he did the
quiet.
most. If it was him standing up for his wife or whatever, and then in front of her, and she witnessed it, and then now he's being ridiculed. Where is she?
I'm just a proponent of keeping the peace, period. Like there's better ways about going over things. Because when you go and try to do certain things, it doesn't get you the result that you're looking for. And you know, I see it from both sides. I think there's wrong on both sides. But I mean, it's going to be a situation that nobody's ever going to think 100% one way.
Nah, you're
Mm-hmm.
right.
You know, you're right.
Gentlemen,
It's just like
Hey, you
that's
guys,
just logical thinking, man. Just logical thinking before
I'm
just
saying,
acting on
I just
emotions.
I just realized this shit is about to approach 4 hours long, bro.
yeah, my head is killing me,
Yeah,
bro. I'm tired.
yeah, and everything.
Yeah,
So
no, I'm
I'm
actually
a,
about to head to that.
yeah. So I don't know, man. I think we talking about what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to avoid picking up shifts on Wednesdays. I usually have to, but I'm gonna try to. And if we could do this every single Wednesday night, we just keep it rocking and going. And whoever wants to join in, who's with the shits, fuck it, let's just keep going because we don't talk like we. You know what I'm saying, it's sad that we have to do a live to have these conversations with each other, but at the same time, I feel like they're necessary. You know what I'm saying? And all that
It's
stuff. So
definitely necessary.
I appreciate you, brothers. You know what I'm saying?
All right, my
You know, we don't know that,
Uh,
but yeah, this shit, damn, 3 hours and 44 minutes long. This has been going, and all that shit.
jeez. Yeah, man, we
I'm
definitely
out.
was good.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
Joe.
yo, maybe next Wednesday, right?
All right.
All right, man.
Peace out, yo.
All right, man. Peace out.